Man, I got choked up about to do mud hill. Hello. It is Freaky Friday. You know how we do it. Anything goes. We got to talk about gambling in the NBA. And you know we got
Man,
to talk about the trip to Utah coming up very shortly. It is the morning run.
yo, runners. I'm your host for the day, Philip Dukes, aka Dukes D Scoop. Check me out on Twitter and Instagram at Dukes D Scoop, and make sure you go to at the Morning Run Live and the Pregame Network, and not to forget at Big Dog Chico, 2 G's, and
Yeah.
also my guy, my co-host, my brother, Uncle Neely, the man with the plan. What's going on, Uncle Neely?
Man, chilling, getting a little sunlight. That is not a green screen back there. We really
Mm.
outside on the patio, sitting right outside the cafeteria. Just chopped it up with Coach Carl Solomon, not chef. I call him coach when it's Friday game day, making sure the guys are eating right before we get on this bird to go to Utah. All is well. Deuce to Scoop. How's everything in Atlanta?
shout out to my boy Chico, man, with the Tyler Perry reference. Man, it's a nice day in Atlanta. Looking forward to. Actually, I think I'll be going to cover the Auburn Arkansas game this weekend, and
Cool.
it looks like next weekend I will be at the Colorado game. So we'll see how that works out. So now just
Yeah,
get some game planning together, and hopefully we can put together some good live content. You know how we do.
absolutely. You know how we do it. Like we just do it. Speaking of
Amen
just
to it.
doing it, no Nike pun intended. The FBI just did it. Made a couple pickups yesterday. Dukes, I'm gonna tell you this, man. I really wish they would separate these stories, and because I wish they would do it, I'm gonna do it. I
Right.
think you got to put Chauncey and what he's facing over here,
Mm-hmm.
and you got to put the NBA point shaving stuff over here because they really don't have anything to do with each other except they happened on the same day.
Yeah. And you know what? I haven't went to go read the story, so I can speak from a point of intelligence. So it's going to be kind of conjecture when I do it. So I'm gonna allow you, as the subject matter expert between the two of us, can you tell us a little bit more on why they should be separated?
Well, here's why in my mind. And again, these are allegations. You're innocent until proven guilty, and these people have not had their day in court yet. When I look at what Chauncey Billups was charged with and arrested for, it was more of something of a private nature. You know,
Mhm.
it's Dukes and Neely and Chico arguing over the merchandise money. You know what I mean? Like this, it's it was a private, if you will, poker game, and I'm not trying to diminish the allegations or diminish what happened, right? But that taking place in somebody's home or a hotel room, blah 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 blah. We all know each other. We over here. What you have on the other side of the equation, is an organization, the NBA, who are victims, the fans who are victims, because what is being alleged is that there was somebody out there deliberately impacting the outcome of games for their own individual profit and gain.
Mm.
That is a much bigger issue, if you will, because it impacts the NBA than a coach hosting a private poker game. Like when I'm back home in Mississippi, I hadn't found one in Colorado. Y'all let me know where it is. Man, we used to play poker privately weekly.
Mhm.
It's just that's a hood thing. We play cards together, whether it's spades or no limit, Texas Hold'em, you name it. We play cards just like people play dominoes and shoot craps at the house. I get it,
Mhm.
but when
Right.
you're talking about a deliberate attempt to influence the outcome of games for a national body, international body for that matter, such as the NBA, I don't think those two things have a lot to do with each other.
Mm.
I don't think they have anything to do with each other, except for Chauncey Billups happens to be an NBA coach, you know? And then what I'll say about even the Chauncey Billups end of this equation, if you want to link both of them together because of the mob influence, here we go once again. Why we only see the brothers getting perp walk? Where the mob at?
Yeah, where's the mafia? I saw
Like,
somebody say that.
you said Chauncey Billups and 30 Mafia members. Where they pictures at?
Man, where is the mafia? All I saw was the mafia. They didn't say who, what mafia, like in the headlines now, and that's why you got to
Yeah.
you got to do your research. So I can't wait to dive into this one, man, and really watch the watch all the takes that people are making, and then go in and actually read the case, which should be public record by now. But yeah, man, it's tough, man. And because even with Chauncey Billups, we've seen that, and this ain't the first time we saw somebody be a big fish, and you bring people around and they follow you, and then you get them across the head, house money, basically, and
The house cut craps.
yep, and shoot, what I'm not, I ain't gonna say looking forward to, but what I'm interested to see is I wonder if it's gonna be some people that say, "Hey, bro, I know you didn't have me go in there and lose 50 bands knowing it was set up." Like, because usually when they use players like this, they bring in their homeboys. So I wonder how that's gonna shake out.
Yeah, and then that's us guessing that it's his homeboys. The victims, could have been total strangers to his, and they being this organized crime element, if you will, this quote unquote mafia element, could have been using Chauncey just having his face card, be like, hey, we're gonna let people know you in the game so they'll be comfortable coming and we gonna hit them over the head.
That's a
Like
great
we
point.
like we really don't even know if he know the and when I say know these people, I mean know the victims. Like they
You know
may
what?
not have been his friends. They may not have been his guys that he played with or grew up with. It could have been like, hey man, I done found me some fish, from the business community. They love basketball. If you come to the game, they'll bet bigger. It could be just that simple.
Man, you know what? Let me say this. I wanna, and this is live, but I would love to retract my statement because I love how you put that. Because the first thing that somebody would think, and that's why you shouldn't go off of reading headlines. But of course, I'm thinking like, oh man, NBA players, he probably got a lot of those guys. But you're right. He really could have been he could have been the bait.
Mm-hmm.
He could have been the worm on the hook. Say, okay, I know if we got this one in here, he's I forgot what you call it. Not the mark, but it's another word they got for it when you bring somebody to a game to attract other people. I heard it before. But yeah, it could have been him for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And when the dust settles on this, and that's why I always circle back on allegations. This is a charge. Hadn't had the day in court. Indictments only represent one side of a legal argument. The federal government is probably about a 95% rate in getting an indictment when they present to a grand jury, because the grand jury is only hearing one side of it. So these people haven't had their day in court. You could really get to a point where Chauncey is just as much of a victim as these other people are.
I tell you who I know who we need to get for his lawyer.
Who that?
Brian Steele.
Same
Brian
lawyer
Steele.
that. And
Thug.
you know what? You know what? Yeah.
Diddy.
You know what? You guys were talking from what I heard last night and what I read. Chauncey was like the face that they would use to attract other big time gamblers, whether NBA players or not. Could be NFL players. Just somebody who want to come in and gamble who didn't know what was going on, and Chauncey would attract them there, and they would be called the fish. And those are the guys who would be set up, and they would be cheating on and,
But
and
I
using
still, Chico,
illegal boards and things like that.
now Chico, when I say this, I'm ball your fist because I'm not attacking what you just said.
That's all
I,
good.
I just want us to again to stop assuming that these were Chauncey's friends. Like when we say NFL, they're black folks. When we say NBA, that's black folks. This literally could have been, hey Chauncey, I got some people that look like me, and they'll feel more comfortable if you come.
Yeah,
Chico, you was in. I'm not
that
Chico
was
again.
that
I'm
was
not
the
saying you
draw,
were saying nothing wrong, but you
right?
didn't mention bankers and lawyers and tax people. You said pro athletes. That's Chauncey's side of it.
I'll tell you. Yeah.
What I'm saying to y'all is simply this. Chico, you was in the club promotion business when you got out of football. You were throwing parties. And what's one of the biggest things you do when you throw a party is you let other people know who else is going to be there. Jeezy falling through. Jeezy don't know what you got planned. You gave Jeezy his 10
Exactly.
G's for a walkthrough, and then you running the sex trafficking ring in the back, and that ain't got nothing to do with Jeezy.
Exactly. You use Jeezy to get people to come there, and
Yeah,
Jeezy might not know what's going on. He might not know whether you're using, illegal tables or legal tables.
exactly. So that's why I'm
He-
saying from what
so
I've heard, And what I have read, again, this is not diminishing the charges. This is not to say Chauncey should get off the hook. This is saying we got to wait till we have more information. We don't know Chauncey's level of involvement in all this other than his attendance.
No,
On the
and then
other side of the equation, oh, you know what they was doing. Like they
yeah,
was taking themselves out of the game and telling their partners, hey, bet on my under, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. That's two different circumstances to me.
of course,
Yeah.
of course. But it could be all tied into the same circle, or they could be just
Oh,
blanketing
absolutely.
everything to get to get it all cleaned up
When
because
it when it comes to that mafia part of it, it exactly could be the same thing. It could
Yeah,
be the
like
same
it's never like a
organizer
one
behind both
mafia.
of them.
Like it ain't. It's more like it just
they're
say it's
talking
like
about
what.
the 5 families is what I'm hearing. They talking about this is real deal type stuff that's
See,
going on.
Chico, let me go south
So
for
everything
you
is
for
What
a
they
second.
alleged.
names though?
You know?
Can I
What
go
Huh?
they
south for
pictures?
a second, Chico?
Yeah, y'all was talking over each other. I know I didn't get what you Duke's trying to say, but
No,
Uncle,
Uncle Neely got it.
I was saying,
okay, good.
Chico, can I go to the south for a second?
Sure.
You know, your mama wrote that book, Selma, Lord Selma.
That's a fact.
Here's one thing I always look at when I look at history, man. You got that lunch counter, right? And you got them people getting ketchup poured on them. And we always like to say, hey, that's Reverend such and so when he was 18, sitting at the lunch counter. But we don't never identify the people that was pouring the ketchup. They still
Right.
alive too.
Yeah.
And what I'm saying to you is this is like the same situation. You telling me 30 people got hit. And I understand Chauncey's an NBA head coach and he may be the face card. He may be the most popular person. Where them other 29 people at?
I think they'll be coming soon. You know, you probably just had to
They
get
got
those
picked
guys.
up the other day too.
And they could have gotten I was about to say they could have gotten picked up also, but their names don't hold the weight like a Chauncey Billups or a Terry Rozier
Oh,
and
you're
things
gonna
of
make
that
it
nature.
names, huh? You ain't gonna make it color. Okay, I'm with
Oh, oh, okay. Well,
you. I said what I said.
okay. Well, I
I
agree
said what
with you
I
though.
said
I agree
because
with you. They're gonna
that
have
guy
us
pouring
doing a perk walk,
that
as
guy
you
pouring
say.
the ketchup because he's the president of the bank now. We ain't gonna identify him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah,
You know, but
happens every
I,
day, Chico.
I
That
think it'll.
purple walk a mofo.
Ain't a man. Ain't a man. That's like public humiliation right there. You know, so
And could be innocent.
it could be innocent, but people gonna always have that image in their head forever. Now, you know, they
No,
don't
for
want to.
sure. It's easy to put it out there, but it's hard to retract.
Exactly.
And what about our guy, Agent Zero Gilbert Arenas? Oh, talking about he got an informant lunch. He got a bag with informant lunch on it, eating out of it. Talking about I ain't tell on nobody. Come on now. Hey, Gilbert is quickly becoming 50 Cent of the league, man, of sports.
I think he
You
Man,
wants
know,
to. I
but
think
he
he has.
just got
I think
picked
he
up.
embracing it.
50 Cent embraces it.
Yeah, he just got picked up too, like not too long ago. I remember he got picked up not too long
Yeah,
ago.
yeah, of course. That's
Now
what.
all I saw was the clip.
That's his point. Like he got
Yeah,
picked up, ain't nothing happened, and then this happens, and everybody was saying like, "Oh, Gilbert went there and told it."
yeah. I think Rachel Nichols came out and said it. If I ain't mistaken, I need to research that, but I think Rachel Nichols did and kind of pointing the finger at Gilbert Arenas. And but I'll tell you this: I did see a clip of a podcast for 2023. I don't know if y'all saw this, and we got to check the validity, but there was a clip from 2023 where there's a professional poker player saying that he got invited to a Chauncey Billups game.
Saw
And
that.
you saw that? Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's like they kind of knew this was coming. And shout out, man, Pablo Torre. Man, if I tell you one thing is if I'm in the media in sports and he get on your trail, bro, you might well hang it up, bro. He might be the feds. Pablo Torre, when he get on it, it's a wrap, buddy. It's coming
Yeah.
out. So
And Chico Dukes, like to that point right there, when you said, because I saw the clip, this pro poker player saying I was invited to a Chauncey Billups game. I'm still saying, as a guy who's hosted poker, as a guy who's been to poker games, the
like,
host, the host don't even be like involved like that.
Yeah, they're
no,
just
The
there to
host is
attract
no,
it's just the venue. It's just like that. The host is just the host. And so when you say like, yeah, he hosted, and I get it from a charge standpoint, from an indictment standpoint, from an actuality of knowing people were getting hit over the head, could be clueless.
Yeah.
it could be not for sure.
Just like when you book an artist for a walkthrough because you having a party for homecoming, and the only way you're gonna get everybody to come to your spot is they know Dukes is gonna be there. Yeah, man, I heard Dukes gonna be at this spot though. Dukes don't bit mo know that you pouring water in the drinks. that you
Yeah.
serving last week chicken. Deuce just there as the host.
Nah, and that's a very valid and I'm gonna go Chico Circle right here. So this has been a part of my family for a long time. So my daddy actually met my mama like that. Like my grandmama had the house,
The
the poker
gambling
house
spot.
where they play at. Yeah. So he went there and they had extra rooms. He ended up staying there. Was in one of the rooms. That's how he met my mama. But one thing about the house is, see there, and this is how it usually goes. The house, the host house, you got to pay the what? Before anybody get paid, who get paid?
House.
House get paid. So at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, now how the game go and all of that, now the house also becomes de facto security, right? But
Mm-hmm.
those are the two functions. Now your name could be at the house. So my grandmama's name would have been, oh, Miss Bun, hey, you got to go to her house. She got it going on over there, right? But she may have nothing to do with how the game goes.
At
That's
all.
just the what? That's the house, and she the face on the house. So
Period.
yeah, so no, I understand and I said all that to say I understand your point completely.
And that's
Yeah,
why I'm saying, as a guy just like you, who's immersed in that Southern culture like that, that's why I thought, why y'all lumping these together? And I even heard Charles Barkley saying it last night as well. Like, he putting Chauncey to the side. That has nothing to do with this NBA and how this could impact the trust in the game and the trust in the league and even the ripple effect. Because here's what you got to understand. Just like mybookie.ag is a sponsor of us and people have all these other sites that are there is still a legitimate gaming connection to sports.
It is.
And then if you have this happening, it erodes even that confidence in the league, in the play, and in the trustworthiness of the game. And so to me, that part is like, why we ain't talking about that more? Why are we talking about Chauncey?
Yeah. And
Chauncey was Duke's grandmama. Like that ain't the big story.
right. Well, I think it's on him because he's a coach, and then you go to the players a lot different. Like Rozier, there's a clip going around with him also. Turning the ball over, bad shots
Yeah.
here or there because they can influence the game by telling if I'm a player and I know Dukes is a better, or if I'm just around the team. Those are two different ways I can get information to feed the Dukes that can let him know, hey man, the bet over or under. This player might be hurt. This player might not be playing. I know this information before anybody else. Go ahead, jump on it now. They could be feeding information like that, and players can influence it by actually going out there and turning the ball over and committing those things to make sure that they don't reach that goal or whatever, and they make sure they stay under. So it's ways that they can influence it, but which one do y'all think is worse? Someone playing poker on the side, being a face card with the mob or whatever, and he just happened to be a coach or involved with the NBA, or someone that's out there on the court and actually impacting the game like that. Which one is
man,
Man,
worse?
you know which one is worse, man.
Well, I'm setting
Stop
you up to
playing.
tee it off to go ahead
I
and let
done I
us
done
know.
teed it off already. Hell is eight. That's all we were talking about. It's 18 damn minutes. The one is the work. The one that's worse is the one that ain't being talked about.
man, I tell you this,
Well,
and
that's why I'm setting you up for you to talk
may,
about
maybe worse. Even in the way they said Terry Rozier did it, we don't know for sure. But I'll
it.
say
Nah,
this for what I did see
ledge to
about it,
ledge.
where they were saying he had a foot injury, he knew he was going out. He was like, "Hey, I'm gonna play 10 minutes, I'm out." All right, but just listen what I'm saying, dog. Listen what I'm saying.
I'm with you.
All I'm saying is this: ain't it funny how now? Do you think when people play the lottery, do you think they have fair opportunity? Do you think? Do
No,
you
it ain't.
think
No, it's not fair.
it ain't fair at all? Do you think that people
No,
have a fair opportunity when they go to Las Vegas? You playing
no.
blackjack against 5 decks. It's not
Yeah.
fair. But let me ask you this: do you think it's fair when they charge us all these crazy ass prices for pharmacies for pharmaceuticals to make people feel better?
Mm-mm.
It's
Nope.
never a problem until they don't get their cut. That's just the problem. That is what it is. It ain't never a problem. Man, drugs are legal. Weed is illegal to sell, but as long as you do it our way and we get our cut, you can sell it. How
Exactly.
crazy is that? Man,
So
cancer kill people every day.
But that was my point, Deuce. And I said that as we have this discussion, we have to be cognizantly aware that there is a legitimate gambling allowed on this very thing that they're talking about. And
right.
the odds in that are still stacked toward the favor of the house. And you know that when you walk in there.
But I think like you're saying, Dukes, just make sure I'm getting this right. Oh, it's betting going on, but it can't be a player letting his homeboy know, and they're making their little side bets and getting that cut like that right there. No, dog.
Absolutely.
It's the same reason Martha Stewart went to jail, dog. Insider trading,
Insider
man.
trading.
That's what that is, man. Like, and at the end of the day, and I got on my conspiracy theorist hat. Let me put that back on right quick. Man, listen. At the end of the day, somebody pissed somebody off, and somebody had to be made an example of. And that's usually how a lot of these cases, when they go Fed level like this, a lot of the times it goes in this manner. Because when you look now, I understand, like, how can you have a gambling site, FanDuel, run a whole station of be the main sponsor to put games on TV, and then say, hey man, we want to crack down on gambling. What? No, you want to crack down on gambling. It's illegal gambling? That's almost like a legal prostitution. Like, it's crazy. Like, but hey, that's just the world that we got. Like, hey, you can sell it long as we get our cut of it. We don't mind if you sell it, baby.
You can't sell weed illegally in California. You can't do that, dog. No, you got to sell
you're
it
gonna
out
go to jail. But the store got it right here, but you got to go right here. Listen, we don't care. Hey, you know what? You can't sell it on the street, but as long as we can tax it on OnlyFans, I'm gonna turn a blind eye to it. That's just how I feel about it. Now, I ain't, right or wrong in morality, all that's cool and whatever the law say, but I ain't really tripping on it either way, for real.
No, not at all.
Yeah. See, Maven said, FanDuel pay big taxes. Yeah, that's why. Right, they pay their taxes, and guarantee you. You know what? And the mafia, whoever it is, usually, when people are allowed to do crimes, right? Who do they pay off? Even in the movies, you make sure that the people in the establishment get a cut, and you good. You can go ahead and do that. Red tape. How many times do we see political posturing where somebody wants to get a code, wants to skip over a code enforcement so they can put a building where it's not supposed to be?
Already, all the time.
Yeah, man, the biggest gang in the land.
Well,
FBI.
It's more to come it's more to come to this. Oh, but you touched on something, B. I was finna hee. But you touched on something right there that it blows my mind, Dukes. And again, I'm the sum of my experiences. I can only articulate because of what I've seen in my life, where I was raised, et cetera, et cetera. I just be amazed at how many people in the world will see something on the news and take the FBI word for it. Have y'all ever Googled COINTELPRO? Do y'all know? Do y'all know what the government has done to Black folks and Black communities since they existed? And I'm supposed to just look at the headline of the Perp Walk and say, "Oh, he did it." Oh no, you got to show me a little more than that. You got to show me a little more than that, because y'all know y'all are trump up, no pun intended, some charges.
I tell you what,
nearly from Missouri, not Mississippi.
That made the show Snowfall. I think a lot of people miss the whole overarching purpose of the show Snowfall. Like, when you go back and you watch it and you look at it from that COINTELPRO part of it with that mindset, that makes you look at the total show totally different. But all we really saw, and to be honest, it's fair to say that we can only look at it from our perspective. So of course, I'm looking at Franklin, right? Yeah. But when you really look at the real gangsters, who was the real gangsters in Snowfall? Teddy.
CIA.
Man, Teddy was the real gangster.
Yeah, they dog. We lived this. We're from the South. We've seen this. Our people have seen it.
Teddy was the gangster.
That's just certain folks, certain entities. You can't just say because they said so that I'm gonna be like, okay, it's legit. Like, now y'all been known to lie, and y'all been known to lie on us. So I'm gonna need a little more. I'm gonna need a little more before I just say somebody did something, and I need a little more facts and figures to it. So one thing about it, this ain't finna go nowhere. It's gonna be the talk of sports, because ever since the injury report started being made public in the NFL in the mid '80s, gambling and sports have been intertwined, go hand in hand. Even now, the NCAA has ruled, effective November 1st, that college athletes can legitimately bet on pro sports now, when they used to not be able to bet on anything. And so this what used to be a Grand Canyon divide between gambling and sports is now like a trickling stream that you can step over. And in the coming decades, they're going to be united. Who would have thought? We just had Jericho Thomas on from Las Vegas Aces. Who would have thought in our childhood days, Dukes, when we coming up, that Las Vegas would have pro sports actually in the city limits?
Right.
You know, you used to have to go there to bet on pro sports. Now they're actually playing in the city. The NBA Summer League is there. The WNBA is there. The NFL is there. And Major League Baseball is on the way. Stop
Man.
playing like this stuff ain't just ingrained in culture and society and it's one fucking operation. Like this is the same stuff.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. No, you're right. And then too, I'm looking at it from a perspective of they really just dropped this and this comes out. Time is always usually everything when it comes to the feds anyway. So that rule passes or is announced, and this comes out at the same time. It's like, all right, look, you're gonna do it our way, or you're not gonna do it. That's really all it is.
Dog, at the tip of the season.
Yeah.
Like when Rihanna goes for 47, Billups arrested. Like, dog, this stuff ain't coincidence.
Yeah. Yeah.
I tell you what else ain't coincidence.
What's that?
Colorado
Like
bus, about to get on that bus, head to the airport, and fly over to Utah for a game against the Utes in Salt Lake City. A lot of people are making, rightly so, a big deal about this conference game. But here's what I think people are forgetting, Dukes.
Mm-hmm.
Just last year, right there on Folsom Field, it wasn't even close. The year before that, at Salt Lake City, with a backup quarterback because Shedeur was hurt, you had 2 touchdowns taken off the board and still all lost the game by a score. So this matchup, they got. Let's go Vegas for a second. I think the Utah's favored by 12. In this game, but I really think people are overlooking what happened with the Iowa State game, the rise that this team has had now coming off a bye week, and what happened the past 2 years when these teams played.
Right. Man, I tell you what, I like that 12. I like it. So we want to talk gambling. MyBookie.ag, the morning run. What's our
TMR,
code?
yeah.
What's our code?
TMR,
TMR.
TMR.
There it
Hey.
is right there. Bet with us on MyBookie. Sign up, mybookie.ag. Use the promo code TMR so you can bet, win, and get paid. You understand me?
So where I'm going is I like that 12 because I just don't see it. Even though, we don't know who the quarterback is going to be. And yes, Colorado has had its issues when it comes to mobile quarterbacks. But I think that at this point in the season, you've seen enough of it. And two, these mobile quarterbacks don't really do well when it comes to getting the ball down the field. We haven't seen as much as the freshmen, but from what I've seen from the scouting report, neither one of these guys is just going to light it up in the way a Caden Salter would. And my man Adam yesterday when he came on the show, he kind of confirmed that for me. So I think where you have your corners are able to be a little more aggressive, even though they've been pretty aggressive throughout the year. I think you're able to be more aggressive with your blitz schemes and take more opportunities and chances when it comes to run fits because listen, if it's me, and I know nothing like a Rob Livingston or anybody on that defensive staff, but what I'm doing is taking that outside linebacker and say, hey, man, go sit right here. The safety is gonna feel the lane. Outside backer, you sit here and you set the edge. Don't worry about nothing else. And then until they go over the top, bring that safety in the alley, take the other Mike backer and bring him on that side. Man, don't go nowhere. Sit right here. Somebody is coming. Don't go nowhere. And then fit everything else. And I think and I think when you've had other teams that you've played with these type of rushing quarterbacks, they've had more of an ability to get the ball downfield. I think this is the game where you say, hey, bro, drop 8. We'll figure it out. Drop 8 in the box. We'll figure it out.
So Dukes, let me give you let me give you some real world analysis of proving. Let me prove your point. When you look at, say, the past couple of weeks, and when this team has given up big plays, explosive plays, plays 15, 20 yards or greater downfield, you've had about 14 of those, right? And 9 of those, no, you had 20 of them, and 14 of them led to scores. And
Mm-hmm.
so this whole notion of like stopping the run really hasn't been the bugaboo that has caused you to lose. It's been those explosive plays. So here
Mm-hmm.
you have an opportunity with what you just described as what Utah does is that, okay, we can drop 8 and take away the explosives and deal with this run thing and clock management that way. Because here's the deal. They're coming Utah coming to the game with a plus 240 in rushing yards per game, leading the conference. We
Mm-hmm.
give up around 200. To me, we eliminate those explosive plays over the top, diminish them some compared to what our average has been, and then hold them closer to what we give up versus what they gain. Make it be more our average, even though it's a bad average. Make it be more around our average. You're gonna win the game. Like you're
Yeah.
literally going to win the game. What you cannot do is, have 30 and 15 go for 20 yards
Yeah.
and keep a drive alive. Like you have got to get off the field, and that's more of an explosive thing, than it is a run play. So I love what you just said, from a totality standpoint. Of course, football 101, you have to stop the run. We realize that. No matter which quarterback is back there, no matter which running back is back there, you got to stop the run. But if you're trying to right the wrongs that have cost you games in the past, it wasn't necessarily the run yardage that they gained. It was the big plays and multiple big plays in a drive that they scored off the cost of the game, which is why you've heard Deion Sanders, the head coach here, arguably the greatest player to ever play football, no doubt about it, the greatest cornerback, defensive player to play football. Hey, you got to forget that play. You got to flush that play. You got to move on to the next play because what is happening to us, we give up a big play, the fear factor kicks in, the doubt kicks in, and then you give up another big play. Instead of just locking in and going, okay, that's behind us. They reset the downs. It's not first down at the end. Let's get them. Let's 3 and out them this time. Like you got to be able to flush this stuff and move on because a wheel that's wobbling will eventually come off and then the car break down.
Mm-hmm. No, absolutely. I agree with that. And I would wonder, it would be interesting to look at how many of those explosives were explosive runs. And that being said, and that's kind of where I would say, how many times have you been hit over the top, and how many times have people ran it? Because when you look at giving up what 200 yards a game, then
Mm-hmm.
you and I wonder what the average is. And this is I'm gonna dig into that today just to figure it out.
Yeah.
Because
But dig a little deeper, Dukes. Once you figure that out, also figure out did they score on that drive or not.
did they
Because
score or not?
it's one thing I give up a big run or give up a big pass, but then if I then hold you to a missed field goal or 3 and out or a punt, it's really irrelevant that you gave up a big play. It's the big plays. It's the big, not just the frequency of the big plays. It's the frequency of the big plays that lead to scores.
No, for
That's
sure,
the ones you got to eliminate.
absolutely. And then too, um, and I would say too, like sometimes understand don't not getting fooled by the tendency so much, right? Because sometimes, like you said, when you give up that big play, you oh my god, I gave up a big play. So the next time when they give you that next look, you're gonna take the cheese if they show you that big play and go counter. So, like you said, the ability to flush a play and play your keys regardless, that's gonna be super important for this team as well defensively. But I think Utah has a salty defense as well. But I think, man, it's time to see that offense. I would love to see the offense just hang 40 one time. You know what I mean?
That's what happened last year, right behind me.
Yeah.
That's what happened last year. I mean, you look at last year, LeJounte Wester takes one to the house on special teams. DJ McKinney gets a pick. Of course, the receivers did their thing with big passes to Trav or Will Shepard. And Will and Trav are not here, but you have new receivers that are just as capable of replicating those scores that happened there. And so you played this, when you look at the 2 times before this, you've played this team and then you look at now their favorite 12, it really should be like an insult to you
Mm-hmm.
because you totally demolished them on your home field. And then on their field, keep in mind, you lost by 1 score with your backup quarterback, and they took 2, if not 3 scores off the board.
Right.
I'm not talking about, pass interference and then the drive stalled out. I mean, the guy ran into the damn end zone, the scoreboard changed, and then you took points literally off the board. Say, oh no, yeah, that flag was right there. Y'all didn't see it. I was standing on it.
Yeah, man. I just don't see 12, man. Like I'm gonna go look at those odds and I'm gonna see what it is, but I'm probably gonna take me a little change and go Colorado money line, to be honest. I just don't see it. I feel like now I haven't seen practice this week, but from what I'm hearing and what I've heard from people in the know, such as yourself, it seems like a motivated and a focused team, and it's going to be physical this week. And I think that's what you got to do to be physical. To beat Utah, you got to be physical.
Here are my two takeaways. The last time we had to practice this physical, including up to Thursday, is we beat Iowa State.
Right.
The energy and the tone and the physicality has mirrored that week. And then I also say this: I would knock on wood if I was superstitious, but I ain't. I believe in God too much to be superstitious. This is the best week of practice I've seen Salter have.
Mm.
The confidence, the throws, the command of the offense, the knowledge of the quote unquote script and what we're trying to accomplish. This is the best week of practice I've seen him have. And if you put a Salter out there with this defense and what we can do, and we don't gift wrap them 3 turnovers, 3 interceptions, you win. You literally win the ball game. You know, it ain't no
Right.
way to sugarcoat it or try to be politically correct about it. If you do those things in totality, like for instance, what happened last year when LeJontay took one to the house, and we know Q for 6 is just as capable. You get you a special team score, you eliminate 3 of those big plays that you've been giving up, and you can run the ball yourself with physicality and control the clock, you literally win the ball game.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I 1000% agree. And how big would it be for this team, the way they started, to reach 500? Like that,
It's huge. Let me tell you this, guys. Let's you mentioned the math right there, 500. I'm gonna make this point. And I gotta bounce, so I won't be able to finish the show with y'all. Uh, we're sitting now at 3-4, right? You got 5 games left, 2 of which are at home, 3 on the road. You need 6 wins to be bowl eligible. You know what that math tells me, Dukes?
what's that?
You got to win one of these road games.
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't have a choice. If you beat Arizona and Arizona State at home right here, Folsom behind me, that gets you to 5.
Right.
You got Utah on the road right now. You come home to Arizona. You got to bye. You go to West Virginia, and then you close out at Kansas State. I would much rather go ahead and get that one that I got to get on the road now than make it be the last one of the season and somebody out there trying to play spoil on me. Because you got 3 road games left, you got 2 home games left, and the math dictates that you have to win one of these on the road. Why not go ahead and get that now, Chico?
You got to find a way to do it, dog. And like you said, it's like the NBA Finals, right? When they say you got to steal one on the road, you know, you got to try to get one of those first 2 to set yourself up instead of trying to say,
Yeah.
"Oh, we'll get it later."
Chico,
After
let me
going
let me let
down
me
the
let me
road.
let me walk the runners through the math again. It's we're 3-4. You need 6 wins to go to a bowl game. We have 5 games left. 3 of those games are on the road, 2 are at home. No matter if it's the last one or this next one, you have got to win a road game to be bowl eligible. And you're 2 at home, naturally. If you lose one of those at home, then you got to pick up another one on the road. Here's the fun facts. You got to win a road game. Why not go ahead and do it now? Why not go ahead and eat them Brussels sprouts first instead of saving it for last when you ain't got no tea to wash it down with? Go ahead, eat that, eat it now and get it out the way.
Mm-hmm. That's right. And
man, why Brussels sprouts
it's
get such a bad rap, man?
I have no idea.
I love Brussels
I'm about to
sprouts.
say, man, they just like little cabbage, like a little cabbage. That's it.
Exactly.
I'm gonna tell you what I told one of my partners back at the crib, Dukes. Now I'm really gonna get up. He was trying to come at me like Chico be doing. And I said, "Oh man, what's your favorite food?" And he said something. And I said, "What's your least favorite food?" He said, "Oh man, no doubt cauliflower." I said, "Man, give me your phone." I went in his phone and I changed my name in his phone to cauliflower. I said, "Cause this ain't what you want, dog. You need to consider me cauliflower. I promise you this ain't what you want."
Well, it's stupid, man.
Hey man. Hey, just for that one right there, we're gonna give you an applause because that was pretty good. We'll give you a
Shout out to my man John Hart. I told him, man, they consider me cauliflower. Just say, "Hey, bro, I would catch in with y'all later on tonight. Do not forget, Deuce, follow Deuce because he's gonna jump on the live. But Big Dog Chico with his live watching party of the game. It's a night game tomorrow. Make sure you're on Big Dog Chico Speed Hustle. Check out. Hey man, much
You ain't
love, guys.
lying.
I got to get ready to get on this bus.
All right, appreciate you. Y'all be safe. Safe travels.
Be careful.
Yes, sir.
Done. Hey, before I had all these technical difficulties, I was going to give my thoughts on the matchup, but I missed everything. I was trying.
Yep.
I almost said they were taking me in and out, but pause. I was. Couldn't get the
It's
strong
Friday.
connection.
I knew it was coming. It's Friday. Hello.
Okay, is it that time of the show yet?
Is it that time of the show? Is everybody
Is
gone?
it time of the show yet? No, we ain't gonna take it that day. We ain't
Man,
gonna take it that day.
I don't know, Chico. We had a lot of people that was, hey,
They said
can
this
we
is
go to
favorite
part
part.
2 of the Chico interview?
No.
Yeah, let us know. Do y'all want to dive into do y'all want part 2 of the Chico Cleveland story? Narrated by Philip Dukes.
Hey, Dukes, let me say this though. The quarterback situation is uncertain, whether it's going to be Dampier or the true freshman. The true freshman is electric, in my opinion. He could really run from what I've seen on tape. He might be even more dangerous as far as running quarterback than Dampier is. So we're going to have our hands full with that, of course. Last, 3 out of 4 games that we've played versus a Power 4 school, we've given up 200 plus rushing yards. Can't do that this game. Number one rushing team. I see the chat. Number one rushing team in the conference. Number one team in college football on third down conversions. We got to get better on that. You guys mentioned explosive plays. I think we're ranked number 131 in the nation as far as explosive plays. We got to get better in that category also. We have the wide receivers that can do it too. So I don't eat breakfast sausage. Homeboy, that's you.
Hey, that is crazy. Where did that come from?
I don't know, man. It's just, you know what? Y'all go ahead. Go ahead, chat. Let's see. Hit me with your best jokes. Paul.
That's funny.
Hit me with your best jokes.
That's funny.
Right away.
Nah, Chico.
All
I mean, I feel so. Let me ask you this. So
here we go.
Colorado goes 7-5. Would you consider that to be a plus for the season or a disappointment?
I mean, at this point in the season, with the record being what it is now, you got to say that's a plus.
Yeah.
If we could end, with more wins than losses, it's a plus at this point of the season with the type of loss that we've already had earlier in the season, because we had a lot of games that we could have won, but you can't go back on that. You can't change those L's to W. So you just have to win the ones in front of you, and you can get to 8 wins if you win out. 7. That means that you're losing.
4-1 really ain't bad.
Nah,
like you go 4-1 in these 5.
That's what I'm saying.
Really
Think
bad.
about that.
Yeah.
You if you tell me that they could win 4 out of the next 5 games, if you tell Coach Prime that, I think he'll be like, shit, I'll take it.
Oh, for sure. 4 out of 5. Yeah.
All right, let's see. Here's King of the Throne got one. Chico's so dumb he went to the dentist to get his Bluetooth fixed. Yeah.
yeah, you stupid.
And they don't get a full laugh right there. Again, yeah.
Oh, there we go. That's what we need. We can go right here. All right, Chico. All right. Look, for the last 17 minutes, man, we can go ahead and knock out this No Limit versus Cash Money. Who you want to be, No Limit or Cash Money?
Nigga busting me low, so I'm hitting them down with jokes.
You going No Limit?
On the ropes. Everybody.
Hold on. You want No Limit? You want
Damn
No
right.
Limit? Okay, you going No Limit? All right. Song 1. We're gonna go. We'll go 10. Song 1. Hey, you got to come from the top of your head, dog. No searching.
Okay. No searching.
No searching. No Limit. Song 1.
All right. So hold on. Time out. Are we just going battle for battle, or what I think they should play for song 1?
We going one. We gonna reenact the verses right here.
Damn, I can't have a list. I got to go up top of my head.
Man, that's what's gonna make it fun.
Hold on. Go ahead and get your little soliloquy right quick while I answer the phone.
Man, you finna go search. Boy, that was a storyteller. All right, y'all. So it looks like I got Cash Money. Drop what songs, No Limit or Cash Money. What songs do you think will be the room shaker? What songs do you think that would shift the battle? I think this battle is gonna be, and I'm hoping it's more of that 8-ball MJG UGK type vibe, where it's just a celebration of the music. I think they said Too Short of E40, right? But I think you got I'm Bout It. I think it's gonna be a room shaker. I think Back That Ass Up, definitely one, right? I Need a Hot Girl, especially if Turk shows up. That would be great. Number One Stunner, definitely one. That was a big song. Get Your Roll On was a huge song. I think Break 'em Off something, right? No Limit Soldiers. The original note, dun, 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 dun. The original No Limit Soldiers, absolutely a room shaker. Number One Stunner, Still Fly. Oh my goodness. Get Your Roll On. Number One Stunner and Ice Cream Man. No, make them say, no limit. Right? Hey, the text is true. I was just saying that. Make them say, you gotta go there. That was a huge song. Chico definitely not on the telephone either. So I'm just letting y'all know. I know him. How you gonna hold the phone up? No, he's not. How you on the phone? How you listening? See? Well, I tell you, it ain't my fault. Yep. I like that. I like it ain't my fault. Bling, bling. Hey man, the more y'all put in here, King of the Throne said that was a middle school anthem. I know I'm old because that I was in ninth or 10th. I was in 10th grade when that came out. I'm old. Michael Braswell said 400 degrees. I wonder. Now I got to ask people from outside of the Southeast. Was 400 degrees a national hit? Like, does everybody feel like 400 degrees is that type of song outside of the region? I know how we feel about it in Atlanta. 400 degrees might be that may be the one original Hot Boy song that gets played that's not Back That Ass Up or Slow Motion was a real one too. Outside was Juvie and Soulja Slim. But 400 degrees, you see me, I eat, boy, that's one of the ones.
Man.
Chico, you off the phone?
I'm off the phone, but it is so true what they say about transferring energies. Y'all have to be, even through screen, like I heard the other night, someone said, even through the screen, you have to watch what your kids watch on TV, people you love watch on TV, whatever it is, because spirits transfer. You understand me? Mofo just called me spirit transfer. So it just killed my whole little mood one time for this No Limit Cash Money battle, but I'm gonna get it back.
No,
it back.
Man, what's wrong?
Oh, I ain't gonna say nothing about what's wrong. I'm just gonna say that that is a fact how spirits transfer. Negative energy transfer.
Negative energy does transfer.
Man, misery loves company. I didn't understand that when my high school coach used to say that. I thought misery was a damn person as much he used to say it.
Man,
like, who the hell is misery that loves company?
Man, one thing about it, Chico, when you see it coming, you gotta go the other way, bro. I learned it. Sometimes you gotta hit ignore, or you just gotta put your phone on do not disturb, and or text back. Can this wait? Not right now. Is this a 911 emergency? Are my kids okay? Like that is my mom okay? Like, right. those type of deals to protect your energy, man.
You know what my cousin said, that my cousin Duke actually said used to do the same thing. I used to witness him not answering phone calls and stuff, certain phone calls. He'll say, "Dog, I already know what they want," or "Dog, I can't let that affect me today." I'm like, "Damn, why you just can't answer and say?" Because it's gonna get to you somehow. The way they're gonna grab, even if you try to hang up real quick, they will find a way to get to you. So let's bring in some good spirits right quick. We got Unc checking back in, getting on the bus. Let's get some good vibes up in here. Then we go back to the Cash Money.
What you with it, man? That's the cool ass bus drivers trying to hide. They didn't want to be in the shot.
Hey, he threw up a shocker. He's good.
She said they'll dance.
Ask the brother, did he throw up a shocker, or was that a what was that?
He
What
asked,
do you
he
throw
asked,
the
what did you
shocker?
throw up? What? Yep. He said the shocker.
Is that a hang loose?
We got a
Oh, I
guy
see
from
that.
Hawaii on, so he recognized it. Yeah. So there's two of our four bus drivers.
Okay. He threw it up shocker too.
So we
Hey.
we load up back here, and they take us to the airport. We go out on like the runway to load onto the plane on a charter plane. This is the check-in down here. Hey, Chico, Deuce and Shaw here last. They put Travis up right here.
Oh, that's hard.
Yeah. Smart, tough, fast, disciplined with character. That's dope. I see they did a lot of new artwork around the whole building. You
Mhm.
showcased some yesterday.
Yeah, they're doing a good job with that. That's Menace to Society. That's Clarence. Campo, make sure you watch your film.
That's right.
So you check in here and you get your, let's see.
Behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Only on a morning run.
Exclusive access. All I want y'all to do is put in the chat, and it's probably gonna be dry right now. Because if I say y'all put it in the chat, where else y'all can find is that it should just be nowhere.
Nowhere. Help me find Neely, my man. Yeah.
No, my eyes going bad.
You talking about going bad? It went bad.
I'm just playing that. Over here somewhere.
I saw yours, Paul Jr. Where did I see yours? No, right there.
Chico, drop your email and check out something to send you before you go.
Got it, bam.
Oh, I appreciate that, Kenlin Jones.
You didn't help me, but I found it.
Matter of fact, Kenlin Jones, here's my email. It's just bigdogchico@gmail.com.
2 G's.
Double G's.
So Chico, you remember you mentioned some of the new
Double
artwork.
G's.
What they do too now is have digital artwork.
Ooh,
So
that's hard too.
based on
Video
who we're
board.
playing,
Yeah.
when you come out through the tunnel, that'll be up.
Boy, I remember coming out. It used to be nothing but a big blow up, mascot that you run out of.
Yeah, run
And
through
some,
the
and, yeah, and some what you call those fire extinguishers for the smoke. Now they got actually smoke makers.
Yeah.
And sparkles and explosives and everything.
Homegirl Alexis, she runs all this.
Shout out to Alexis. Ooh, that Jamba Juice. Yes, indeed.
Shout out to Jamba Juice. Already got mine.
It doesn't start yet.
But everybody else was picking theirs up, so I didn't want to,
Behind the scenes with Neely right now, you're checking in. Good morning, Run.
Campo's team picked theirs up. Falk Jr., me. So when you get that, you come back out this way and get on your bus and wait.
Get on the bus. Wasn't that a movie back in the day?
It was. We don't leave till the boss man come down. So the behind the scenes action, man. That's how it works. That's how the process works.
That's tough.
So T-Voch is on the Lexus.
Oh, he wants some more Lexus Cam?
T-Voch is on the Lexus. He said.
I can't see the comments what he said.
Find this wine, Miss Alexis. You know T-Voch is gonna shoot his shot now.
Yeah. He be rimming out, but
I wasn't even paying. Boy, I had looked down for a minute. Let me see.
Cheer squad coming on.
The logistics. That's right. Runners. Coach Swayze.
What y'all know about Swayze, man? Y'all know
Swag
about
Swayze.
Man.
On the Pittsburgh Steelers, so if he could.
I'm not changing that. L Boogie in the house.
L Boogie.
Well,
Oh yeah, up
Yep.
there on 4. They've added some murals up there. Yep.
Nice.
Bam.
Coochie.
So this way goes to the locker room. Make sure everybody dressed or got dressed. She goes, this is your section. This is the tight ends.
That's right. That's the 87
Greg.
right there too. I would have been right there.
You
That would have
Greg is
been my locker right
86.
there, huh?
Yep.
Yeah. All right, it's gonna get choppy in that locker room. It looked like.
All right, I
Shout
stepped
out to K
outside.
Salt
Everybody
41.
just packing up, get out.
That's right.
We already did it, Hugh. Okay, stop that shot you out. Honey.
Big Honey. Oh no.
Oh boy. 92 laid out.
Big Quinn. Montgomery's finest.
Laid out feet. 88.
Big Maury.
Oh, go back out here so the signal get better.
Cold-blooded uniform. So we're wearing, look like they're it was leaked on French's one of his
Yeah, I haven't
stories.
seen yet, but it looked like a gold top, black bottom or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what it looked it like to me too. Of course, that stuff gets on the truck and goes ahead.
Yeah, it's already on the road right now.
Yeah.
Probably getting packed into the lockers as we speak.
Exactly. Because what coach likes to do is when we land, we'll go from the airport to the stadium.
Mm-hmm. Get a
Because he
little
likes
walkthrough.
guys to walk through. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's my General Pat Shermer.
It's Coach Pat Shermer.
He calls
what's
me
happening?
doctor. You need to start calling me Dr. Chico.
You know what? I don't you can take that as a good thing or a bad thing. I had a basketball coach that used to call us professors. We say, Coach, why you call us professors? Because y'all think y'all know every damn thing.
Well, I need to ask Pat that. Hey, dog, what you call me doctor for?
It might be because you think you know every damn thing.
He wouldn't be wrong.
Coach Pat Shermer.
Like my mama said, you can't tell him a damn thing, man.
I used to take it as a compliment. I thought it was a good thing. My coach said, no, that ain't a good thing, Chico. Professor Dukes.
Yo.
So like on these 4, sometimes 5 buses, of course, offense, defense, special teams, coaching staff, but also like the support staff, the cheerleaders travel with us, of course, sports medicine trainers, and then a lot of times for road conference games, the AD staff will travel with us.
And no, Dukes, you can't sit next to the cheerleaders.
Boy. There's that. Boy, nope. I wouldn't even go close, boy.
Boy, I tell you though, back in the day in high school, boy, traveling on the buses.
Yeah.
That's why I like, shoot, hey, man, hey, you got to watch out what you let your kids do, man. And watch out who you let them go with, because mess around me on them buses on a late night trip coming back home. What?
Yeah.
The manage
Hey, man, smell my finger.
Did you just hop the fence?
Chico.
I'm just joking.
What about me says I'm gonna hop any damn thing? I'm leaning over the side of the fence. Hop? How the signal, Chico?
Looks good on the outside. Looks good on the outside.
I was gonna see if Coach Polly wants to say a word or two.
Oh no, Coach! No coach gonna come over there.
Let me. Let's go, Chico. Yeah,
What's up, Coach?
Let me set it up. Hold up, Chico.
Coach P
Let me
in the
get this
building,
thing.
baby.
Let me get this thing right for Coach.
Chat said, "Unc, wipe the earbuds off." Chat, y'all wild as hell, dog.
No, I'm going to.
What up, my man?
What up, baby? How you doing, Coach?
Oh, let me see again.
I'm sitting here talking. Coach can't even hear me.
What's going
Coach, what's
on,
up? How
dog?
you doing?
Man, I'm doing great. Get back on this bus. Get this thing rolling.
Yeah, buddy. Ready for
How
those
my
special
dog from
teams.
Atlanta?
Yeah, my dog. What's going on?
Can't hear too.
It's all good. Can you hear me?
Can't hear too. But I can hear you.
Okay.
Oh, you can hear me though?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear good.
Hey man, tell me how the special teams gonna be locked in for the game coming up.
Hey, man, we ready to roll. We got 2 chance. We ready. Hey, we stay ready. We don't have to get ready.
That's right. Hey, Coach, we appreciate you, man. Man, I couldn't hear him right there, Unc.
He said we had a couple of good practices, a couple of good weeks with the bye week. We're good to go.
That's right. Hey man, we cheering for you. You know we got your back. Keep doing your thing, Coach. Don't let nobody mess their hair up.
Late too, Coach.
Mike P saw Deuce and said, "That my man from Atlanta."
Down South Georgia boys.
Man, Coach P so cool, man. He I asked Coach P one day on Instagram. He had,
Yes, sir.
he was going through one of his
little Juju time. Juju got his little to go play.
Oh, now Juju.
Good on that. Got a little knee bag.
Damn.
Let me switch the camera back around. Camera.
Unc.
Yo.
Let me ask you this.
Talk to
because with the viral clip that was all over the internet everywhere with Shedeur Wonko coming back talking to the team, telling those guys, take advantage of what you have right now. You got 5 games left. It's gonna hit you like a ton of bricks. But for the NIL guys who have a lot of money right now, unlike when college football players like myself was coming out, we didn't have a lot of money like that NIL deals.
Yeah.
Talk about how those guys can be set up for the rest of their lives, or at least right after college, with this NIL money if they manage it correctly.
well, that's what I was just about to say, Chico. Like at this point in the game, with 4 weeks left, I'm skipping past this one. If you haven't been doing it right, it's too late. Because here's the reality, man. You got guys in college football. I'm not talking about Colorado. I want to give you a college football wide example. You got people playing college football, making over $250 a year.
Yes.
Right? I mean, some millions, right? But when you get down that middle of the pack, you're talking 50, 60, 120K, 250K. And you got people who went to college, grad school don't make that. Well, if you blow it all, on necklaces and getting some rims for your car, when this season ends, when your college football ends, your NIL ends. And you really could have yourself in a position, if you manage your NIL right, which Coach Prime really works with these guys on financial literacy, et cetera, that you not only leave college debt-free if you don't go to the NFL, you also leave college with anywhere from a year to 3 years of living expenses in the bank. Because before you got to college, you weren't spending $125,000 a year living.
Right.
And while you in college, just because you're making it don't mean you spend it. Especially when this game is so short-lived, So there's a lot of life lessons going to be learned. A lot of people are going to do right, but you're also going to have those people who are able to stand up and say, damn, I wish I would have, could have, should have,
Heck yeah. Got a lot of money in hand right now, dog. Don't be looking up 3-4 months from now and be like, oh damn, I wish I would have, or I wish I had a, or now I don't. And dog, find a way to take care of it now.
That's the guy who finds the dogs.
That's right.
So if you want to come play for Colorado, get to know
him. And I was just thinking about what Pop said.
What did he say?
What's that?
About catching the dog.
You're
gonna be outside. You're gonna have the dog catching your ass.
Huh?
Don't worry about it.
Today is Friday.
Chico, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Say that again.
No, Pops, when he said that Ice Cube better fire him a job, then then because if you don't, you're not going to be worried about catching a dog. You're gonna have to worry about a dog catching your ass because you're gonna be
Hey,
outside.
I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go out and come back in and see if I can pick up Dukes.
All right, bet. Dukes, you got that, Dukes? That's a Friday reference. I know you seen the movie Friday. Goodness gracious.
I was saying, what made you think about it?
Because Coach Corey, he was speaking about, said that he finds the dogs, the dog catcher.
Oh, okay. All right.
Come on now, dog.
My bad.
I know you be trying to set me up and try to lead me down the path.
I didn't. I really trying to. I was just, shoot, man.
Hey, man.
Trying to fight, man. Like the mind of a Chico. Just trying to. Yeah, man. All right, look, 5 songs. No limit. I'm Cash Money. Let's go.
Which one we gonna go first? I'm gonna go with Rest in Peace, Tupac. And you know what? We no limit soldiers. I thought I told you. We no limit soldiers. I thought I told you. We're gonna start out with that, man. Dun, dun, bum, bum, bum. And it gotta come in with just the KLC beat.
Yeah.
And they need to do see this is why somebody need to have me a part of their show. To set up their show. Because I'm gonna have it dramatic. They gonna just come out and play the damn song and then perform it and do that. No, dog. You gotta have specially type intros for your performance. And what I mean by that is, if you go back and listen to how that No Limit Soldiers come on, you need to accentuate that. You need to have it come on with just the intro, with just the keys. Bum. People will go crazy if they just hear that bum. Dun 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 dun. Ba-dum, bum, bum, bum.
So this what you. And so look, man, and this is kind of like that's kind of like the difference because man, to be honest, No Limit was kind of crunk. That's an old word, but No Limit was crunk. You was throwing bowls. You didn't throw bowls to Cash Money. So Cash Money was really about money and
it's more flexing and
flash. Yeah, me. So I would come right back with just to kind of bring everybody back down. And if I'm Cash Money and I want to win this, I don't try to match the hype. Because of course, Hot Girl was a hype song. You got a couple of those in there. But Fireman, Lil Wayne, something like that. But nah, I just go right back. I come with number 1 Stunner.
And that's another one you can just play the beat drop.
Right.
Oh my
you
God.
Go in. Me, I don't need no introduction. Hey, man.
Rob Billy's around the city on buttons, your bitch. Arm hanging, wrist blanket, just stunning in this. What?
Right.
I'm a hard stun like Evil Knievel.
All right, so what we say? We 1-1. What you think? Who got that round?
Yeah.
It depend on the crowd, right?
It just depend on the crowd. I just think, and I'm like I said, I'm still here for like a good battle and a celebration of New Orleans and hip hop music, especially Southern music. I don't care for it to be there, for them to be bouncing and mean mugging each other like they still got a 30-year-old beef going. This need to be a celebration, dog.
Right.
So I want to see P bouncing to that number 1 Stunner. I want to see Baby and them bobbing their head to We No Limit Soldiers. Because y'all had to feel it some type of way. Y'all too close to proximity.
Can't see nobody. I just don't see nobody at Cash Money doing people doing the Master P run. You remember he used to do the run?
Oh, no. I thought we doing cardio on stage. Now, P, don't do that this year. You ain't got to do that, P. Get some young boys up there with you. Have them bouncing around, and you keep your energy, so you can keep your vocals up. You know what I'm saying? Don't be up there doing cardio this time, P. Y'all saw the video clip that's going viral right now with P I think he was at the Essence Festival. And he was still doing the P run. Like P, you almost 60, P. That P run gonna start to slow it down. It's gonna be you gonna hear that breathing. So don't do that.
All right. Song two. I'm gonna hit you with a haymaker.
Oh man.
What you got for slow motion?
I like it like that. Keep working that back. I don't know how to act slow motion. Okay. Damn. Oh, her neck and her back hurt. All right, let me see. I need a song. Duke, I need to look through my little catalog.
Go
Let me see if I
ahead.
can
Go ahead.
help.
We ain't mad. We ain't mad.
I'm gonna come with. Gotta rub my hand together like Birdman. Rub my hands like this. Slow motion. I'm gonna come with I gotta win this. I'm gonna go with How You Do That There. New Orleans, Baton Rouge. How You Do That There.
Okay, you went back crunk. You taking the energy back up.
Yeah. See in
Yeah.
the streets. Anything goes. My cousin in the pen, hitting that I get swole. Send me a letter, say, P, get your paper. Don't trust these hoes. These niggas, they'll take it. What?
Huh? Say what? Huh? Say what? Full of that weed.
What?
Hey,
Full of weed.
Young Bleed really had the hardest verse on that song, bro.
Hard, what?
Everybody was looking for P, but Young Bleed really had the hardest. I remember that, bro.
Young Bleed, party on. Holla,
Yeah.
how you do that there?
All right.
Text to Cali. We don't care.
I probably would get that round to you. That was probably a bad pick to go slow motion that early. That's because you took the energy back up. So okay, good. All right, go ahead, Chico.
My turn.
Yeah.
Boom. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. It ain't my fault. I'll pop my paper.
Yeah.
What? Silky Mystical. Let's go, man.
Oh yeah. You going ain't my fault?
Oh, it ain't my fault. Did I do that? It ain't my fault.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right, ain't my fault. That's good. Oh, I'm dropping the spade. 400 degrees.
Oh.
I'm dropping the spade. 400 degrees. You see me? You see me? I eat, sleep, and talk rap.
98 Mercedes on TV. I bought that. I had some
felony
felony charges. I fought that.
Man.
That dog, he said he been sitting in no return, but still was bought back. Nigga threw some water. I caught that. I pointed the limits before they could call Jack. Now I'm looking for their family and partners to walk back. If I ain't a hot boy,
what do you call that? Can I take that round?
You can take that round.
I'll take that round. All right, we back. We back tied. We tied on the first one. You got round 2. I got round 3. So I think it's on me to go first this time.
It's on you. It's on you to go first.
All right. Y'all been wanting to stay crunk. I think one of the songs that got, that was a really cool posse cut that was kind of upbeat for Cash Money. Man, and there's gonna be a lot of women in the building.
Okay.
Hot Girl with Turk verse.
Bun, dun. Boom, boom. I like them hot. The ones that don't tell me to stop.
Well, I need a project.
A hood rat. One that don't give up. That she took that. That turned into a whole nother song, dog.
Man, bro. Yeah, project. Give me a project. Yeah, that's almost like a 2 for 1.
Give me a hood rat. Yeah, that was hard right there.
Where you going?
So you went, what you need, one? All right, we're gonna go with
Hey, Willie Walker. I ain't know that. Willie Walker. He said Young Bleed on How You Do That. That was really Young Bleed song. Pete just jumped on. I ain't know that.
Yeah. And if you look at it, I think the credit said How You Do That remix. And yeah, if you listen to it, P even said it. Remix. How you do that? Yeah, is in there. Yep. That's a fact.
Yeah, I ain't know that. Hey, that's good,
All
Willie
right.
Walker. I appreciate that.
Let me see. I'm gonna go with didn't they have a song? Let me see. Dang, that's a tough one right there, Dukes. Where I'm gonna go? So many choices.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with what a Hot Boy. Didn't they have what's the name of the Hot Boy song No Limit had? Let me see if I can pull up a list.
I don't know.
Let me see.
Ooh, I got one for you. This next one. I got one for you, boy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the No Limit hot song. Dang, I can't even think of it right now. Hold up, let me see. I don't know why I can't think of it right now, so I'm gonna have to go with another one. Damn, I can't think of it right now. What's the name of it, chat?
A Hot Boy song
Yeah,
from No Limit. They
yeah.
automatically gonna lose because they always said P was copying folks, so you can't.
Nah, man, nah.
They
You know,
always said P was
Hot Boy
copying
was a
folks.
term. Hot Boy was a term in New Orleans. They just
I
happened
know.
to. But then again, I did think of that a certain way. I was thinking of that the other day. Like, damn, why did P even say Hot Boys in his songs at all? But then you got to think about it. That was a term. That's like telling people in Atlanta you can't say "shorty" back then on a
Yeah,
song. We
yeah.
said it first. Like,
Now,
what?
I get it, but when it's like that big, you know what I'm saying? It was kind of like, but man,
Yeah.
come with another one. No Limit got so many songs.
And then when them saying Hot Boys, I thought it was only promoting Cash Money Group Hot Boys. By the way, you know, as you said, it's only promoting them. So
Man, you still ain't used Bout It. You still ain't used Ice Cream, man. Like you got a few.
your body, I'm body. Say you body. You know what? I'm gonna go with this right here. I'm gonna go with this one right here. What you said, Hot Boy? I'm gonna go with this right here, man. I'm just gonna go ahead and try to win this verse, and I'm gonna go with Down for My Niggas. Dun, 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 dun. Give me that verse. Dun. Give me that battle right there, or that round. I'll take that one. We gotta win that one, right?
It just depends on what the ladies did. Now because they gonna start strolling and everything. Like,
exactly. You got strolls going.
They gonna start
oh my
strolling.
God.
They gonna start strolling.
Just that beat, everybody got it. I'm going down for my ends, man.
Oh well, Susan, you want to just all right? Go ahead. Now it's
Just
on
throw
you.
haymakers. You just throw
You want to
haymakers
throw a
now.
haymaker? Go ahead. Go ahead. You want to throw a haymaker?
Now I'm gonna go with Hootie Hoo.
Man.
Hootie Hoo.
Oh yeah, boy, you finna get
4500 jazz for the
Oh
summer.
yeah, boy,
SSN on 20. I'm a uptown stunner. What are you at?
Man.
I represent the third. You a rookie. I'm a vet. You the captain. I'm the crunch. You got the cheese every munch. How you like me now? Gold teeth.
Bro, you know
When I
that song,
smile, try to take me
song
out the
got
ghetto, but I'm still buck wild.
Hootie Hoo got no song in Atlanta. That was like the beginning of the end for P in Atlanta.
You know
Trust
what?
started it. They got no play in Atlanta because of Outkast, Hootie Hoo, bro.
I agree with that too.
They got no play in A.
Here's the thing. That split up. If you're from Alabama, I can speak from that. I think that split up, like that splintered Master P's fans when he did that, because he was already doing the Hot Boy, and we just had that conversation, and then he came back with Hootie Hoo as if it was his own. When true Outkast fans know, and Outkast fans are loyal to Outkast. It's like a cult. So when you come and say Hootie Hoo, when we know where Hootie Hoo came from, and you don't acknowledge it, that's when, and then like you said, Pastor Troy was out at the same time. That's when I think a lot of No Limit got splintered right there. A lot of No Limit fans. You're exactly right with that Hootie Hoo.
All right, so since you just wanted to take a round, and this the last round. There's so many more songs we can pick, but I know it ain't hardly nothing you got over there for Back That Ass Up, bro.
Whew.
Ain't nothing. I don't know what you got over there for that song.
You can play for Back That Ass Up.
Well, I won that round for sure. So
we'll call it the top. Chopper style. What the wrong?
But nothing
No one get no play
over there. It ain't nothing over there for that.
Make them say,
not for that. They play back today. The only thing you had
down for my niggas in Back of the
that's
ass.
the only like we're talking about a song right now. If you play it, no matter where you go and where you are, somebody's gonna react to it.
That's a fact.
For the 99
those are the two. I think those are the two headbangers right there. Down for my ends and Back That Ass Up. Those
that's why I'm always. I was finna say that We on Fire too.
We on fire. That right there. That's gonna set it off too, dog. At that verses at the concert, that's gonna set it off to a whole nother level, I think, because that song right there is one of those ones too, dog. It's like an anthem song.
I say, Juvie got on the start talking at
monkey do. Rolling with the catch on the other side, stay true.
Who was that? Was that Juvie? That wasn't Juvie, was it?
That was Ziggly Wiggly. Papa Roo. Might be Papa Roo. Papa Roo.
That was Papa Roo?
Yep.
What was that Juvie at the beginning of that? Oh, that was Papa Root. I always thought it was Juvie because he came in with that at the
I'm
beginning
a
of the verse.
1999 driver. I'm a uptown third ward Magnolia TC rider. Old Hayden boy, always stunned, big balling. You could see him when he coming, booted up, shining up.
Man, these boys, look, I just got a list of the top 25 Cash Money songs that Complex did.
Okay.
So number 1 was back there as a 2 was Bling Bling. 3
Ain't even say bling bling, dog.
3 was Juvenile High. 4 was Go DJ.
Go DJ.
Ooh, that's when Wayne really started going. Man.
He did.
5 was Slow Motion Soldier Slim. I said that one. 6 was Still Fly.
Gator Booze. That's
Man,
gonna take it over right there too. They got so many anthems.
7, What Happened to That Boy?
I ain't gonna lie. I hated that song so much. Only because they played it on the radio too goddamn much. I hated hearing that damn song, dog.
8 was number 1 Stunner.
That right there gonna take over.
Oh, 9, Stun Like My Dad. We ain't even getting the Wayne by him. The Birdman, the Wayne Stun Like My Daddy. 10, Hustler Music.
Baby, I just that hustle.
Cash Money as an Army. Better yet, the Navy.
Bum.
They got 400 degrees.
BG was so hard.
I just don't see it.
BG with that Cash Money as an Army, man, that was so hard when it came out.
Man, what's the hey, what song was it where they where Juvie redid Drag 'Em in the River? Remember Drag 'Em in the River? You and LV?
Oh, you want some?
Yeah. And Juvie redid it when he came back out.
go.
Oh, hey, what was the song that where Juvie redid Drag 'Em in the River? Whoa, set it off and it set it off.
That was set it off.
Ooh, set it off.
And then he had one. He came up with that G code was so hard too. I ain't know. You understand that? You understand what's hard.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna play that, but that was hard too, man. And they got a hell of a catalog they can go to. I'm sure there's plenty of songs that we missed. Even with a list up here, it's not like these are other people's lists. Like I still see songs that are missing on some of these things. Now, if they can go into Snoop Dogg's catalog, you know,
Snoop
because
Dogg
Down
catalog on No Limit.
that's what I'm saying. Down for My Ends is actually Snoop Dogg's song. It was a C Murder song, but it was on Snoop Dogg's album.
Right. But what was Snoop Dogg hardest song on No Limit?
Down
that
for
was
My
it.
Yeah, and I like that. Mine for me personally. Boom, 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 boom. Be pleased with Exhibit. Please. Get that on your. That was so hard for me, dog. What? Oh.
Trey Simmons said, "Woo, mother." Yeah, that was hard.
Woo,
that thing.
Bow, wow, wow, yippee yo, yippee yay.
Oh, that was Snoop. Yeah, that was Snoop.
What? That's Snoop, baby.
Fiend was on that though, right?
Yeah. Bump.
Yeah.
Bump. What?
I used to like that. Welcome to My World.
Oh,
that
was World. Come on, dude.
Yeah, that Welcome to My World was hard.
World, nigga. Where it's VIP and then the bud for free.
But I remember,
world, nigga.
Bro, that was
VIP.
when,
what?
That was like the transition from No Limit to Cash Money, right in that time.
Right up in there.
That was my junior. I was at a pool party when we had that Snoop. We used to go get them CDs. Like, they came in different color packages.
Oh.
And that was the nostalgia factor is what does it for No Limit.
Right.
Like, man, when Ghetto Dope came out with that orange cover.
Ghetto Dope.
In the play.
Man, I had a shout out to my homie, shout out to Maine.
Like this.
Listen, man. Freedom of Peach. Thank you, Dope Fiend, for your support. I had a homeboy. I used to ride in the car with him. I'm just gonna say that like that. I used to ride in the car. He used to play Ghetto D on repeat as we rode around in the car, just gallivanting. He played that Ghetto D so much, dog, that make crack like this. I had to get out the car. I said, man, you playing this like it's other songs on the album, cuz. What you doing? No, dog, this what we doing. This theme music for what we doing. Like, man, you doing too much. Now, let me get up out of here. I can't hear make crack like this again.
My mama made crack like this. Ghetto.
Let me give a shout out to these boys.
Man, I'm gonna tell you what song they not gonna play.
I mean, real.
Like the No Limit songs that weren't like huge, but in the South, everybody loved them.
I got one that's gonna set it off.
Who?
Oh, nigga, you woke. Pass the green. We're gonna
Go
head up
right off.
Interstate
Interstate
10.
10.
We're gonna
We're
holler
going
at
on Pimp C and Bun B.
Bun B. We're
We
gonna
gonna
get
get rowdy,
rowdy,
rowdy, bowdy, bowdy.
We're gonna handle our business.
Business.
We're gonna smoke.
Smoke.
We're gonna do
Gonna
this
hold to
like
the
G's.
NO.
Because the South
The
niggas don't
niggas ain't
represent
playing no games. The East to the
to the
South.
West, to the Nizoff. What? Game up. I ain't got no
Hey,
friends, and I
let
done
me
spent
tell
my
you something.
last $70,000 on the drop top Benz.
Bro, one day we gotta do a show. And we gotta talk about how Master P butchered Bun B verse with his ad libs.
No, man. Nah. They try to run up in the manger.
Hold on.
What?
That whole song, that man said blue.
Blue.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, on Kick Dope, Master P was unhinged.
Man, P was so crunk that he got UGK on the song. He went in the back. He was in the background doing his Master P run. It said
Man.
he was the first. He pioneered what Takeoff RIP did for the Migos.
Man, no. Listen.
What Freaky Todd did for the Lost Boys.
Man, on Kick Dope, man, can you imagine Bun B? He dropped this verse. Man, they try to run up in the manger. Me and my fingers. Strangers.
Strangers.
Havoc.
Stranger.
Landmines. He said everything he said. Can you imagine Bun B writing this verse, sending it to P? P be like, P was in the back like, yeah, that's hot, but I got something for it.
Yeah.
Hey, jump on and say everything this man said, bro.
Man.
Hey, man, go. When we get out the show, we got to listen to it, bro.
I gotta pull up some album covers and just go right there. But that a Kick though was one.
Oh no, okay, boom. Now watch me. Here I go.
Swamp nigga, swamp.
Nah, what about the first? Not even Gangsta. Not even. All right, so Gangsta in that era, that was my favorite song, right? Gangsta on that Cain and Abel. But what about the first Silk, the Shocker? Ain't nothing changed. I went solo. 1, 2, 3. You know Silk G. I know this rap game like I know my ABCs. Hey, that boy Silk was going off.
Silk was hard. Silk was like what they say, polarizing. You love to hate
That's
him.
the one where Silk was coming out the TV.
Yeah, that was hard.
Yeah, that was hard. Silk. Shout out to Silk, man. Silk get a bad. Hey, Silk get a bad rap.
He does.
He made it worse when he came out and said, "I was really on beat. Y'all was off beat."
Yeah, Silk was like Tracy McGrady to me. That's what he was like. He was a hell of a scorer, but a lot of people didn't like his game for whatever reason. You know.
Right.
I'm gonna go here. You asked me what song that would battle, back that ass up.
Right.
Now that's like saying who's gonna box this boxer and not get knocked out and just last, right?
Right.
But this one right here would definitely last. I think that could be played before or after to either get people on the dance floor or keep them on the dance floor and back that ass go off. And that
wobble,
is
wobble.
Bum, 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 bum.
Yeah.
Bum, 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 bum.
Yeah.
Freak hoes.
Yeah.
Make it easy, let your elbows.
Yeah.
One time chase me. They couldn't catch me. My baby mama, 2 kids couldn't break me.
Yeah,
like,
boy.
What?
Hey man, that was a different that was a different no limit back then. I remember that.
Got it going on. Got more kids than children of the corn. And that's why I couldn't with her. Even though I knew she was a gold digging out the project, living for the county check. And had to kill her. That's why niggas say, watch that. Silly rabbit, the trick's on you. Okay.
Chico, you know they was gonna get you.
His aim.
You know they was gonna get you, Chico.
Oh, what? What
they said Chico arrested the floor and do what the song said. Chico be out to block it. Chico be out to block it.
Making his knees touch his elbows.
That's funny.
Believe it. Believable, dog. All right.
Hey, last one. You know what song I really just all right. There's 2 songs that I like that, you know, probably a lot of people might not like I like them, but I really liked Time After Time, Cain and Abel. On that Green album, I
Time
like
after
that song.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like that
it
one.
was a
And
sample. You know
go
what?
ahead.
This probably was the coldest video. This probably was one of those reflection songs because you know P had reflection songs,
Yeah,
RIP
yeah, for
songs,
sure.
smoke everything. But this one right here, if I could change the things
Yeah.
I've done,
Ooh, Fast
I'd
Living got
try
me
everything.
thing,
What?
but I won't. Hey,
Won't
Hey,
give up.
was that Moby Dick on
In
that one?
my world, my game is true. Got me doing things. I don't know who was on there, but
But that
if I
song,
could
yeah,
change,
Fast Living got me
mama back.
something in the cheek
Yeah.
thing. Everyone's, man, I remember but true story, man. We was I was at Upper Bound on my mama
Oh,
job, bro. We got caught smoking weed. I was in
wow.
9th grade. We got caught smoking weed on my mama job.
Oh my
And
God.
on the way back, we was on an out of town trip. We got caught smoking weed in the hotel, and we played it. If I could, fast like praying if I
Fast
could
living got
change.
me trapped in the
We ain't in the
street
street.
game.
I'm finna get a whooping at 13 years old, but that's how I felt. You feel?
Yeah.
Like I
And
got
you
beat
already singing if I could change in my head. Steady Marvin, shout out Steady
in
Marvin.
my world. Look,
My game is
we had a whole investigation. So they was taking us in one by one to find out who had the weed and who had the liquor.
Oh, I remember them days.
So we all in here and it's like, I ride for you, homie. I'll die for you, homie. I'll cry. Yeah.
For
You
you,
remember that?
homie. Yeah, yeah.
That one.
I rock, ride, die for you. Don't give up, and don't give.
Hey, okay. Somebody
P.
singing on No Limit. All right, watch this. Hey man, don't do that, bro. We're gonna lose the money.
I ain't playing it.
No,
We
bro.
can
Just take it
show
off.
it in the background.
Just take it off. No, yeah, take it off.
No limit to get us.
Yeah, man. Like, people want every dime, boy. No.
Dollars, no cents.
Hey, what song is this? I'm talking about somebody singing. I thought we would be together. I don't even know what Moby on that Mac. Be all you can be. I gotta make it out here on my own.
Shout out to Moby Dick, man. Moby Dick, follow me on Instagram.
The biggest picture. How could you betray your closest ninja? Man, Mac probably the best.
Whoa.
So one thing about it though, word for word, Mac never got his credit for being a lyricist.
Can
Mac
I ball
was so
off?
cold, bro. Mac was so cold with the pen, bro.
That
But
boss.
that be all you could be with Fiend on the hook. All my soldiers in the streets. Life ain't always guaranteed. Man, Fiend had a very hard album too, bro.
Man,
Ordinary Family. Fiend, that first Fiend was good. Matter of fact, both Fiends went crazy. But Mac.
Oh my gosh, I got one from Mac.
What's that?
Bump, bump, dun 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 bump, 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 dun dun dun. You remember that?
Murder, kill.
Murder, kill.
Yeah,
it's real on the battlefield. Shout out to
hey,
Mac.
you know what I thought you was finna say, man?
What?
The they used to always have like a posse cut on them albums for a minute, right?
Heck yeah,
man. The Mia X posse cut. You don't wanna go to war with us. Bam, bam, bam. We forgot about that one.
Man, Mia X is so hard, very underrated. She was one of those ones. If you listen to her lyrics, you talk about ad libs in the back. Mia X, go back and listen. I don't know if she did it on every song, but she should get credit for double writing every song that she's ever been on, because if you go back and listen to it, she has her verse and she has like a whole another verse doubled on top of that verse of saying something totally different.
Yeah, she was going crazy.
I was like, is she rapping in the background? Like, did they forget to take this off? She be ad-lib with a whole other verse.
Keep it on there.
Just leave it on there. That's hard too. I don't know which one to pick.
Right. Leave it on there.
The party don't stop.
Mac was going crazy. Fiend was going crazy. Man, Fiend.
Woke up one morning, tears in my eyes. The feds kicked in my door and caught me and my baby by surprise. We got popped, but they didn't find the dope. They said it was conspiracy just because the haters don't know. Now we might do time in the pit. But I really wish the haters would just leave us alone. That thinking about you, dog. That grew on me right there. I didn't used to like the video at the time, but it grew on me, dog. Shout out to them.
Man, what's called who had the song with Montel Jordan?
Damn, dog.
Let's ride.
Silk and Montel Jordan. You heard me?
No, Silk and Maya. Silk and Maya song was hard,
yeah,
bro.
they did. Yep. Wow.
Yeah, Silk and Maya song was hard. Hey man, golly, but I want to go back. Yeah, I know you was at my age now. You finna turn 43.
No, I was just
You were
around the
going
older
to be
kids. I was
43
the
this
youngest
week.
one.
Nah, bro. You were born in 1982 too, bro.
What? 1982?
Bro, you 9 days younger than me, bro.
Let's get rowdy.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. Yeah. I knew it.
Get
I
rowdy.
knew it.
The P was so hard, dog.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew I got you. I knew it was gonna come out. Ain't no way you was. No, the way you know these songs. Yep, man. Shout out to P, man. Shout out. I'm ready now. I'm finna play some No Limit the rest of the day, man. Like
about to go down in a major way. That's tomorrow. The verses, No Limit versus Cash Money. Bourbon and lax. Man, it's money and weed to fit life. It's all I need. What?
Man, bourbon and
grain
lax.
with the leather seat. When the so dark you need a flashlight to see me. What you doing? Smoking on that Doja. With who? 4 ninjas in the back screaming No Limit soldiers. True to the gizang. Stopped in the Project Soda, half ounce of cocaine. Hit Interstate 10 to Texas. Listening to DJ Screw just raced the Lexus. What you did, dog? Called up Pimp C. Did a song last week with the Bun B. Man, come on, man. I just heard Max say on the interview that Master P freestyled everything.
For real.
If that's true, he got to be the greatest. I'll say this: he got to be the most successful freestyler of all times.
Man, you know, I could when you listen to it, you can go for it now.
Yeah, he did say that rowdy body a lot.
Man, he had his key phrases. He gonna go to them. Like, there's a couple of them. That's just like the Jordan in his fadeaway.
Like
anybody
do that when they freestyle. They always have that little phrase they go to that'll bring them right back.
Man, he used to man, he had a couple of them. Keep your eyes on your enemies. He was gonna make sure you kept your eyes on your enemies. Like that. He gonna make sure your eyes was. If you listen to P, your eyes was gonna be on your enemies. You was gonna keep your enemies close. My enemies want to see me deceased. Like enemies, boy. That's how he said it too.
Is there a heaven for a gangster? I always feel like.
Is there a heaven for a gangster? Gangster. Yeah. Whose song was that?
That might have been on that Master P had a West Coast Bad Boys.
That was on the soundtrack. Hold up, I'm gonna tell you. I had that one.
How could it be? Somebody took my
boy from me. My best friend's gone. Now I'm so all alone. I really miss my homies, even though they gone away.
Hope you're in a better place. Cause I hope you see you soon one day. I used to hang with my boys. Used to playing with Rhyme and Reason soundtrack.
Well, I had that soundtrack, Rhyme and Reason.
I loved that. I was a big DVD or VHS head back then. You know what I mean? When I was real young.
Right.
That Rhyme and Reason one was one I definitely had in my collection. Shout out to Mac 10. Mac 10 had an impact too on the whole Cash Money. Mac 10, fun fact. Mac 10 has a connection with both of those crews. I wouldn't be surprised to see him in Las Vegas. He has a connection with Master P and Cash Money. Do you know why he has a connection with Master P? You don't? He was in, I think, the first Unbounded movie. You remember Master P's cousin from the West Coast?
Oh, yeah, he sure was. Yeah, he was in there.
That's
And Money
crazy.
signed Mac 10 eventually, right?
And he was on Cash Money. And if you look back at the timeline of when Cash Money and them started really claiming the blood thing, it was from the Big Uso, Mac 10. Think about it. Inglewood, of course, he's
Nah,
been the
man,
biggest
listen.
blood.
I ain't even mentioned it, but dog, yeah. I wasn't gonna say that, but
What? What I just said?
yeah, it's stay out them politics.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah, but right.
that I'm just
Yeah.
saying, if you go back and look at do the damn thing video, that Bang a Ball album, that was when Birdman them
Yeah, all that,
connected
man.
with
Look,
Mac
but
10
you
and
know
them.
what's crazy, and we hear, but that's when it went when they went nationwide. You got to
That's when
think
it went
it
nationwide.
wasn't nothing in Atlanta gangbanging. My
Mhm.
whole life growing up, bro. The Crips ain't get to where I'm from until like 2009, maybe for real. We talking about really, really where to the point where they call Old National Crenshaw. Like that's what we call Old National Crenshaw.
I think it came with when Jeezy and Gucci, because Gucci started claiming blood. Jeezy came out claiming Crip. So I think it kind of grew from
Like
that also in Atlanta.
like and that was 2004 when Snowman when 5 when he dropped that album and he
Mhm.
had that song
Damn.
Twist Your Fingers Up, bang mother, bang.
Bang.
We wasn't twisting no fingers. We your side of town. You go listen to Atlanta music up until when the first time you heard a gang reference in Atlanta? Like growing up, you didn't hear no.
Probably then.
Yeah, right around that time. You never heard
Yeah.
no Atlanta music reference. Tip, when did you ever heard Tip reference a gang?
Nah.
Not one time.
Right.
PSC.
Or anybody before that. They were repping their crews in their side of town.
Yeah, for sure. Like, man, I saw when it happened. And when all that stuff started happening, it was, you start getting them invites and all that stuff. Like, hey man, you want to come? Psst. Hey, but I'm a civilian. I'm a civilian, sir. I'm gonna walk right back on over here. Yeah, they turned our hood into a Crip neighborhood for real. It right now,
Yeah.
that's what it is.
Crazy. Yep.
And
Everybody
it wasn't
started
nothing like that growing up. But you go in certain that area, Shady Park, where gunning them from, all the way back up to that side of Old National. Then you go on the other side, cross the street, back towards where walking them from. That's all the blood sitting there. Which sound crazy as hell to me, bro.
Right, that's crazy.
But no
that's how it
disrespect.
is.
Hey, no disrespect, man, to anybody involved in the politics, man, for sure.
It sets like that in the small town. It sets like that in Selma, Alabama. You go to certain sides of the town, and they're going to be either red, blue, or black. Hell, you come out here to Hawaii, you can look at the documentaries on YouTube right now. It was a new one just put out this week or this month, where you will see they go to certain housing projects and they claim red, and this one over here claim blue because they're rivals. So I don't know who started first, but you can bet once they started claiming red and they already rivals over here, they going, okay, well, we'll adopt this then, and it just naturally goes like that, I think. But,
It's
as
too
Dorkin
crazy.
say, I'm not going to say too much.
No, you saw what happened with in Atlanta, it started being set versus set, like same game, like
Yeah, for sure. And that's what happens.
Yeah, like that whole Lucci and Thug thing, bro. It was all all that stuff started. Man, I'm gonna tell you offline what really happened with that, bro. But all that stuff started from everybody being together.
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
That's how that started.
That's how usually most beef start.
It was all together,
Crazy.
bro.
All together. Look at shout out to Doe B or RIP Doe B. The person he was allegedly killed by was in his video. That let me find out video. So
man, Doe B was so hard, man. RIP Doe B, man. When you talk about somebody who really could have took over, Doe B was the outside of Dro. He probably the hardest person ever that T.I. ever was associated with. Doe B was so hard, bro. Man, I mean that Baby Jesus mixtape.
Oh
bro.
my God. I was 12 years old trapping out mama house. It's that trap music. What?
Man,
I liken it to the effect, at least in Alabama or around the circle that I came up in. And I'm gonna tell you why. I liken it to the effect of how when Jeezy came out, and I'm gonna tell you why. Here's why. Because when Jeezy came out, when you said 2005 earlier, it took me back to a time, and I kind of smiled in my head because one of my homeboys, I'll never forget him coming to Birmingham where I was in school at, and I had a friend from my hometown that was in there too. He came up there, and I walked into their house where he was visiting, and I saw this big Escalade outside. I'm like, who got the big Escalade? I walk in the house, I see a whole bunch of little little crack sacks on the table, just out. I'm like, dog, what you doing?
Not
He
no
on that
Apple bag.
Jeezy. No, dog. He on
Nah,
that Jeezy. He influenced hard by that Jeezy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody was trying to do it, even if they wasn't really in it. Jeezy broke it down to you to where you wanted to do it. Same thing with Doe B and that trap music. When he came out, man, you saw so many guys that was trying to trap just because it sounded cool, and Doe B made it sound cool. I think he had that type of influence. He was that cold of a lyricist. I was blessed to be in his presence many times to the where he can call my name and knew who I was. That's
Yeah.
how cold he was, man. I was in Hot Beat Studio, and this is on YouTube somewhere, man. And you know how people tell the story about how, yeah, you know how people tell the story about how rappers, you know, he didn't write, he just went in there and dropped his verse. I witnessed it with Doe B. I went in the booth with him because you know in Hot Beats the booth is the size of a damn room.
Mm-hmm.
I went in the booth with him as he walked in, heard the beat, talked to my dog Jabo for a second, and said, "I'm ready." Walked into the booth, did like this a few times, and said, "I'm ready." Bam, punched him in, and he did the verse right there, dog. One of the coldest rapper I ever seen in my life. R.I.P. Doe B. It's a damn shame.
Doe B was hard, bro, for sure. He probably one of the ones. Yeah, I felt like he could have got out of here the whole way.
He was there. Sure. He was going just like Birdman is backing YB right now, NBA YoungBoy. Bird was backing Doe B like that. Remember that Wo Kimosabe remix? Bird was on that.
Mm-hmm. Man, Birdman, you gotta think at that time, Birdman was really catching everything that was hot.
Everything.
Man, one of the hardest albums people don't talk about is that Rich Gang album with Thug and Rich Homie Quan.
Yeah.
Bruh, with Lifestyle on there. But you got to think, that's what they started doing. Them Rich Gang albums. Remember, he called Future early.
Mm-hmm.
You remember he had Future and
he would bring them all and put them on projects and stuff and put them out.
You know, the word started getting out by Bird. Like, hey man, you got to get out of there. Bird, you got to get out of there.
Yeah.
Get out of there.
Started, yep.
Yeah, you gotta get out of there, bro. Like for real. But that Rich Homie and Thug album, good gracious, boy. If they would have stayed partners, bro.
The difference between me and you.
Man, Rich Homie was so hard, bro. Man, R.I.P. Rich Homie, dog.
Man, we could talk about music for days, which we're gonna do. We're gonna have to start our own little hip hop segment show or something, dog.
Man.
Talk music.
Let's do a show.
Well, let's do a show.
I
guess we got a show.
Dukes and Chico. Chico and Dukes.
No, the irony of that, dog, of anything being Chico and Dukes or Dukes and Chico. Because like I told you, I grew up with my closest friend, partner, brother, cousin. His name is Duke. D-U-K-E, just like the school Duke.
Yeah.
So all our life, because we always ran together, all I used to hear was Duke and Chico did it. Chico and Duke did it. Duke and Chico did it. So to have a damn show called Dukes and Chico would be crazy. But we got to definitely do something like that, dog.
Man, no, you're right. We'll do something. And 21 Page said, if Richard Thug stayed, bro, they be out. Bro, it wasn't nothing they could do with them two, bro. That one album had so many hits on it. Man, Rich Gang, man, that's also. Man, the song they had with Young Ralph, oh my goodness.
Shout out to Young Ralph, dog.
Look like, get well soon too, Ralph, for real.
For sure.
Nah, Rich Homie would have won, dog. Like
I was gonna say this too, and even in the Rich Homie era and all of this era during the time that we're talking about, just think about if Master P was putting out albums today, or if he was using the format that people are using today. And what I mean by that is, like the Chris Brown, what he made popular is shorter songs and shorter CDs, meaning that you got a maximum of 10 album CD that people are getting paid for now, and there are albums. Master P was putting out 20 plus songs on one CD. So technically, that was 2 albums. He could have broke down that whole thing into 2 and doubled everything that he got now. That's crazy if you think about it, because he had multiple singles on those albums.
But he would have did it. But I tell you what, because the first double CD he dropped was The Last Done, right?
MP the Last Done.
That was it. That's when I remember that. It was kind of like, all right.
No, actually, wasn't it. The West
TRU.
Coast Bad Boys and
TRU. No.
TRU.
Oh, West Coast Bad Boys. Yeah, you're right. TRU definitely was a double CD.
Let me see, double CDs. And did All Eyes on Me come first? Let me see.
Oh yeah, I'm just talking about P. I ain't talking about.
Yeah. I don't know, but I think.
Nah, P really trapped it out. He was like, "Look, hey, why they buying this? Flood hit them. Everybody get an album, man, bro. Mercedes had the best album that never came out.
Mm-hmm. I think somebody said last time we was on here talking about that. They said her album did come out at one point. I guess so. I guess we missed.
I got hit. I'm gonna go on Apple Music.
Hey, real quick, another fun fact while we talking hip hop, and we got to do some reactions to these too, man. We got to do a real show. I just discovered yesterday that we might have been taking and it might have been a whole hoax. The Notorious B.I.G. whole persona.
Oh, you talking about that picture that came out?
Yeah, and it has a whole story on YouTube. We just late to the party.
Man, what I tell you? Listen, what did I tell you about when Kanan was talking about ghosts and he was telling Tariq, he said, whatever he said he did that.
Wow.
If they said he did it, 9 times out of 10, he did that.
Man, that is crazy. But the song, probably the most famous song from Biggie, that Juicy, with the sample, with the Juicy Fruit sample, it was already sampled previously. Let me pull it up right here. Big Daddy, aka Notorious B1 from Mississippi, and it dropped in 1993.
Oh, we gotta ask Unc.
No, I thought I sent it to. I don't know if Unc
he responded.
Unc replied and said, yes, it's stealing or aggregating, whichever way you want to call it. So this album came out in 93 and Biggie came out in 94, dog. This is crazy. If you think about it, I did not know this until just yesterday. And look.
Man, I tell you what though. But guess what though? I tell you what. Diddy had an eye for talent.
He did.
He would take it.
Diddy was like, man, you know what? I already got a big black rapper signed, but I don't know what to do with him. He's using the name Biggie Smalls, which we're getting sent letters cease and desist not to use. Here's a guy from Mississippi using a sample. I can redo the sample. I can call him. I remember when Diddy did the interview, said he's not Biggie Smalls anymore. He's Notorious B.I.G. He took this whole thing, dog, and just played off of that. This is crazy. And then the most ironic thing is Biggie said in the song, from the Mississippi down to the East Coast. So he even said Mississippi in the song. Was that a little shot or a hidden gem message or something? I wonder did this man get paid for his song, dog?
But you know he didn't.
Yeah, they stole this whole man persona. Yep. That is crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I love Jodeci. Well, who they say Jodeci was patterned after?
Who?
Guy.
Oh, I'm sure it was. Guy was before them wearing that type of stuff with the high-tech Nike boots and stuff. And guess what Nike boots is most famous at?
Where?
In the DC, Maryland, Virginia area.
Yeah.
Guess what Teddy Riley and them from?
Yeah.
That area.
Yeah. Man, they said, okay. Then he quit to recreate something.
Damn, did he bop?
Hey, watch this. After Mary J. Blige,
yeah,
who he went and got with the blonde hair?
Faith.
Boom.
Unbelievable.
Mary J. Blige even got mad about it. After Mace went away, he needed another kind of dark-skinned guy with the player.
He got Loon.
Got Loon.
Another, pretty type rapper with the waves. With that type of pretty boy persona. Damn, did he? Unbelievable. Bringing a new meaning to take that. All right,
more examples. Man, remember? Shine. Who Shine sound like?
Oh my God.
Who sound like?
Man, we gotta do some deep diving in this. Take that. Diddy Bop, what you doing? That rinse and repeat, Dorkin said. That is a new
Man.
meaning to take that, take that, take that.
That man just said, you
Damn,
know
Diddy.
what? No more Biggie. Shine. No, when he dropped that song, people really thought that was Biggie.
Yeah. Oh, what type of local pull of the street? Bad boy. Wow, man. Hey, man, we got more hip hop truths, discoveries, and untold facts with Deuce and Chico coming soon. Y'all stay tuned. Y'all know what to do. Hit like, subscribe, coming out other good stuff. We're gonna end it right there, dog. Cash money.
You ain't even asked me
Ask you what?
if I already in the show.
You don't be asking us when you ready to end the show. You just end the show, don't it? Well, we're gonna end it. Nah, you know what? I can stay on longer if you ready. What's up?
I'll tell you one thing. Guess what?
I thought you was ready to dip out.
Apple Music don't care when they take that $10.99, do they?
They do not care. That's why
They don't care when they take that $10.99.
That's why I put my cards now on lock. Because Apple be charging out of nowhere. I said, hell no, I'm tired of waking up to $9.99 gone, $12.99 gone, $4.99 gone from Apple. What the hell?
Hey, bro, let me ask you something. Could Dungeon Family go against Wu-Tang in the verses?
Yes.
Could Outkast alone, or would they need Goody Mob?
They wouldn't need Goody Mob, but I was just thinking that because Outkast has so many members, Goody Mob has so many members, so many albums and solo projects came from that. Same thing from the Dungeon. So I think that, hey, consider everything from a CeeLo Green album to a Goody Mob album to an Outkast album to a Ghostface, Raekwon, Method Man, all of their albums and content. Hey, that'd be dope right there.
Man, who you think will win? Or would it matter what you got to do it in LA.
In LA?
Do it in Vegas. Do it in Vegas.
Just do it, yeah, keep it in Vegas. It just depends on where you're from, dog. That's gonna be, regional right there.
Yeah.
You know, it's gonna be where you're from because it's like an acquired taste for both of those factions, both of those, because Wu-Tang is so East Coast, Dungeon Family is so Southern that some East Coast people might not get, what Outkast and Dungeon Family is talking about. Same way with Southerners listening to Wu-Tang, they just didn't get it. Me myself, I got all of it. I encompass this all. I'm not gonna say I got all of it. I gotta pause that.
Yeah,
I think about what I say when I'm on here with Dukes. But I was a fan of all of the music, East Coast, West Coast, worldwide, everything.
I ain't gonna lie, I couldn't stand watching Rap City when I got home from school. When it used to look cold. Like, it wasn't cold in Atlanta. It used to look cold. Like, they always walking through with hoodies on and the boots always black and white. It just looked cold. It wasn't cold like that in Atlanta, man. We weren't listening to that. But you had to, because that's what was taking the radio waves. Like Ice Cream, I did like that song.
That's the difference, though. I think Andre 3000 broke this down when he said, and you just said it too in a whole different way. When he said this, the music sounds different because the environments are different. If you go to New York and it's cold and you got tall buildings and there's always going to be that boom pop type music. But if you go down south, Andre said, we got trees and nature. You can hear birds chirping. So our creativeness might be expanded a little bit more, so it's going to be different from somebody listening to it who's not even been around grass and birds chirping and things like that to listen to it. So I get it. But I always wanted to experience that coldness and Timberland boots and heavy jeans and bomber jackets, son. Smoking on Dutchess, B. Drinking on a private stock.
Yeah, you know what? You know what's crazy though? Before when music gives you identity, it was a lot of people in Atlanta that was acting like New York folks. Like in the early 90s, before it really switched and bass music really took over, like it did, but in the early 90s, like 91, 92, it was a lot of people because that's what you saw in the culture. Like when you read the magazines, when you read The Source in 91, you didn't see, or 92 or whatever, you didn't see representation from the South.
Right.
Like it wasn't no Southern rappers, that was making it big like that to get into the magazine. So when Outkast did it, and they went to the Source Awards and said the South got something to say, that was the moment. It was like, Freak Nick.
When you saw that Atlanta Braves jersey, for one, it was on Tribe Called Quest. Fife Dog wore an Atlanta Braves jersey in one of the Tribe Called Quest videos. But then when when Dre had that Atlanta Braves jersey on, he riding in the lack with the top down. You could see trees in the videos. They shooting like they're outside in the woods. That resonated to us.
No, for
Everybody
sure.
across the sticks in the South, dog. That was like, okay, now we don't have to want to be cold. We have a representation right here that represents us. He got on shorts and slippers and a t-shirt, and that's us right there. He talking like, they in the kitchen talking smack, eating cereal. That looked like the South right there, with his shirt off and half done braids. That Rico Wade, that's the South right there. So it resonated to a lot of people like that. I think that's what music has done universally, dog. I like when Tupac said that it was like listening to music was his father growing up. Ice Cube raised me. Ice Cube taught me that a bitch and this, that, and the other. So a lot of people get that from the music, especially when you don't have father figures in your life. You grow up listening to music.
Bro, guess what?
Yeah.
We didn't talk about this, man. Dre gonna rap this weekend.
What you mean?
Like, Andre don't be coming out rapping no more. 3,000.
What you mean he gonna rap this weekend? What's going on?
He gonna be at the Dungeon Family. Man, C-Bone leaked it. Remember C-Bone who was on here?
Yeah.
So they rapping at Music Midtown. Dungeon Family got like a tribute thing. Like Rico Wade tribute at Music Midtown. One music fest this weekend.
Okay.
And then C-Bone showed the set list because I think they gonna do gangster shit and they're gonna do Kryptonite. So he had rehearsals.
That's right.
And he showed the set list, Andre on it.
Wow.
Yeah, bro.
I
low key want to go now. I wasn't going. I think I'm going. Like it's about $300 a ticket. So I got to figure it out. But I think I'm going. I'm going to. I get back from
the last appearance was in 2016 with Big Boy when Andre last hit the stage. So that's gonna be huge to have him there.
I was there then.
Wow.
For sure.
Hey man, we gotta get some concert stories and things like that. Cause I got a Cash Money concert story in Birmingham.
Man, go ahead and say it.
UGK.
It don't matter if anybody's still here. Might as well
they're
go ahead
still
and say
here,
it.
but I'm about to go eat in a minute. But I will say this.
But you ain't even asked
Whenever
me.
you see, boy, you ain't asked me, boy. Shout the Space God OG. Hey. Whenever you see somebody in person, it's like you have that connection with them, and you're more connected to their music, I think, and that's what YB is doing right now on his tour. I saw my little cousin there having the time of his damn life, and I just know that it's gonna stick to him. He'll be a YB fan forever, like I was when I am when I met Bun B backstage in Huntsville. When I saw Pimp C and UGK and Bun B get on stage and diss Master P and them.
Hey man, hold
Birmingham.
on. All right, my bad. I wasn't paying attention. Say it again. You lost me.
Okay, I was just
start
saying
for the
that.
start. Just for the start, right, real quick. Nah, man, it was my ADD.
I was saying that I went to a concert in Birmingham, but
okay.
I think I was saying that when you see people in concert, you become a fan of them for the rest of your life because you saw them in person.
Right.
Kind of like if you go to a sporting event and
you
now
get to see them in person.
Yeah,
now I'm rocking with that
those.
person.
Yeah, I'm rocking with them. And that's how it was when I went to a Cash Money concert and UGK came out first and they dissed Master P. And this once again was another decline for Master P. If you go back and look at the beef between UGK and Master P that really went on, well, I was at the concert where it popped off. And when UGK came on stage and said, "Hey man, we just barely got here because that fake ass Master P tried to cancel our flight so that we wouldn't get to this show. He owed us money, da 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 da. We did a song with him. Of course, they talking about a kick dough, I think. We did a song with him. He didn't pay us. We did the beat. We did the hook. Just all this stuff. Went on a rant.
They did the beat
and said we want to. Yeah, I think Pimp C did that beat.
Ooh.
And said,
that's why Pimp was so mad.
Pimp was mad as hell.
Yeah,
Pimp came out there. Pimp had the whole crowd saying, "Master P, no limit," like that. So that was like the decline of it too. Because if you have a whole stadium saying "F you," a larger percentage of those people are gonna take that to heart and be like, yeah, man, F all those tapes, you know. So
They should have kept that one, but they should have kept Kick though, bro.
man,
That was a hard one.
super hard.
They should have kept that one.
And that's
Dang.
that's what Pimp C did at the show. He said, and I'll never forget. He said he dissed him. He said, "Now play my shit," and they played at a Kick though. I'm about to pull a Kick
Ooh.
though. So they rapped it and did it as if it was their song and dissing Master P and them and threw down the mics and walked off stage. And they just happened to be on the same tour as Cash Money. Cash Money came on next to Hot Boys, and that show didn't last 5 minutes, dog. After that, for some reason, people in the crowd got to fighting, chairs got to thrown, ended up being on stage. They ran off stage. People ran out of the building. That was the end of the show. But
Man.
I was a fan of Pimp C and them from that day forward.
Bro, Pimp C will diss you. He got two songs on Top Notch Hoes where he would diss the Roots. You remember that?
I would have to listen to it again, but yeah.
Man, he was talking about, the Roots song, What They Do?
Uh-huh.
He was like, what they do. He said, I saw your video. Sound like you dissing my friends. Like, so the What They Do video was talking about what people do, like what they do for the fame and the money. And so Pimp C on this verse, he was like, coming foreign in Benz. I saw your video. Sound like you dissing my friends. How the F we play ourselves. I see these always sell out. So man, FBT, cause they ain't down with the South. You ain't never heard that?
Yeah, for sure. I remember now.
They play y'all videos every day, so 50,000 gets sold.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all act like y'all don't know me. I always go gold.
Right.
Yeah, he was cussing a lot. I'm trying to repeat it.
Without all the radio play, they went gold. If they can go gold,
bro,
just selling it.
Man, because I made it, because we be living like stars coming out on 20-inch data. He said B in, like B Ninja get some, B Ninja say my name, ain't got no time to be guessing to playing these PA games. What they do was corny as you get no play in that Texas. That shit don't bump in the trunk. Do you remember that, bro?
Yes.
Bro,
I also
Pimp
remember
C
the
was
hard.
unhinged, bro.
I remember hard ass
That's my favorite. That's my favorite, literally.
Willie D was hard too.
Who?
No, that's a little bit older, but Willie D was hard too with the slow. And shout out to Willie D with the slow clap.
Man, Willie D. Quit hating the South. Man, yeah, I remember that. Oh, what about when I know you strapped. You know that from Pimp C?
I can't.
I
I'll
know
have
you
to hear
strapped,
it.
but you
I can't
I
call
was
a whole
like
bunch
to play
of Pimp C songs.
hard.
That let you know you're a little bit older than me right there.
Nah, that came out later. Well, I'm 9 days older than you. What, you was born in the morning that night.
9 years.
Well, I'm 9 days older than you. If that, well, you might be older than me. You might be born in 81. You might be born in 81, but I think on that Now You Strap, he said you can get hit in your purple Impala. Remember P had that No Limit Impala that everybody was crazy about? The comedian. Yeah.
Chico was there.
All right, man. I'm finna go. Yeah, I just got my food just got here, so we can go.
Now your food here, so now you can go. You ain't asked me yet, bro. No, hold on, buddy. Nah, buddy. Look at buddy that left. Ninjas ain't ish, Ocho. Man, shout out to Master P, shout out to Baby, shout out to the whole Cash Money and No Limit. It's gonna be a hell of a damn battle going down tomorrow night. We're gonna have people dancing and shouting and everything in front of their damn TV screen. And I'm gonna be one of them old ninjas pulling the hamstring doing it too. You understand me? So y'all hit the like, subscribe, comment. Shout out to Boosie Badass and everybody else checking in. Dukes came back to say something. Let's see what he got to say.
I was just playing, man. I thought it was gonna be funny if I slid like that,
though. All right, man. Throw the deuces. No pun intended with Chris Brown and oh boy, that's with the stuff that's going on with them. But we'll talk about that later on, man. Another hip hop show with Unc, or not Unc, but with Dukes and Chico. I see this right. Hold up. Hey, Unc, if you can hear me, SLCS, stuff his name, Chuck and Ramen Ring. Okay. Shout out to Dennis. Unc might have been forced to go to YouTube. Dennis with the dog. We appreciate you checking in. Dennis, I don't know if you sat here and listened to this whole conversation. If you did, I'd be
That's
impressed.
Bruce. The dog got a name, Chico. His name is Bruce Dwayne.
Oh, I said Dennis and the dog. Dennis and the dog sound a lot more
It's
catchier
Bruce,
than
man. Dennis and
Dennis
Bruce,
and Bruce.
man. Bruce
Dennis and
Dwayne.
Bruce. But Dennis and the dog, that sounds catchier.
No,
That's like a t-shirt.
Bruce,
That's like a show.
Bruce Dwayne, bro.
Dennis and the dog.
Yeah, we named him Dwayne, bro.
Dennis and the dog. He just come on the show, hold his dog, no pink out, and he get to talking.
I'm gonna go for real now.
All right. Thank y'all for coming out. Y'all. God bless you. Have a great day. Dennis and the dog. Thank y'all for coming out. Y'all know what to do. Hit the like, subscribe, panel, all that stuff. Big dog, Chico, to see him do stupid, and Uncle Neely, the morning run on the pregame network. Yeah, you be it's not you.